It's the Ford Game of the Week. Game time on your view. Tonight we're on the pitch for some high school soccer. Jinx visiting Booker T. Hi everybody, I'm Mike Ziegenhorn. Alongside me, David Critchley, a coach here in the area. And it's game one of the regular season for all these teams, David. And so what are the coaches looking for to get out of their players tonight?
I think during game one, some of the important things they're looking at for is making sure the teams keep good possession of the soccer ball at first. No clear or easy turnovers. On the defensive side, they're looking to make sure that their team's organised and they're both getting behind the ball as quick as they can and making sure that they're very hard to break down today.
All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the starting lineups for both these teams. First, in the girls' game for Booker T. Washington, who is one of the players we ought to be keyed on in this game?
I think for Booker T, talking about the defensive organisation, Ashton Gordon as a centre-back, she's a sophomore, and she's going to be a very tough girl back there. She's going to look to keep the team organised and making sure that they're very hard to break down today.
And Jinx, the Lady Trojans, come in pretty strong as well. Who should we look at on their squad?
I think for Jinx, again, it's going to be the matchup against Ashton Gordon. It's number 10, Jaden Shee. She's a very fast and dynamic player today, so I feel like that's going to be a matchup to keep your eye on.
All right, the game's about ready to start. We've got it coming up next. It's the Ford Game of the Week. Game time on your view.
It's the one and only Ford Truck Month. The place to find one-of-a-kind deals on Ford F-Series, including Motor Trend's Truck of the Year F-150. With best-in-class towing and torque, these bad boys make the rules and break them. That's why it's America's best-selling truck 41 years straight. But like ribs at a barbecue, these deals won't last long. Ford Truck Month. It's buy now time, partner. Now during Truck Month, get up to $11,000 in total savings on the 2018 F-150. Only at your Oklahoma Ford dealer today.
It's a winding road where no one goes, but you've made ways getting there.
Show me Ghostbusters.
So let's go together like we go. Oh, let's go together.
Panoramic Wi-Fi, Contour TV, and Home Life from Cox. Let home bring you together.
Join the hiring revolution. At ericsjobs.com, you can post a 30-day job ad for only $25. That's right, only $25. What's the revolution? It's only $25 to post a 30-day job ad, and we reach the same candidates as those other job sites. So get in on the hiring revolution and post your jobs today for $25. Free for job seekers, great for business. ericsjobs.com, $25 job postings.
Hi there, I'm Bob Eubanks. And if you're struggling with an IRS tax debt of $10,000 or more, I want you to call my friends at the Tax Defense Group. They recently turned a client's $100,000 tax debt into a refund. You gotta love that. So call the Tax Defense Group now. They'll give you a 100% satisfaction guarantee, and they're open 24 hours a day because tax debt doesn't sleep either.
Call 800-992-4813. That's 800-992-4813.
The Ford High School Game of the Week is brought to you by your Oklahoma Ford dealers, the best in Oklahoma. MidFirst Bank, true to your money. The Oklahoma Farm Bureau, the same Farm Bureau you've always trusted, now even better. Mill Creek Carpet and Tile. Mazzios. And by Weoki Credit Union.
And welcome back to S.E. Williams Stadium on the campus of Booker T. Washington High School in Tulsa. It is the Ford Game of the Week. It's game time on your view. Mike Ziegenhorn, David Critchley with you on this Thursday night, March 1st. Coach, regular season soccer's underway, and the weather helped us out, didn't it? It was really windy earlier today, and things calmed down a little bit. We're ready to play some soccer.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I think that's going to call for a good game. Looks like both teams have set up in a 4-3-3 formation here. So it looks like we're going to have a very good matchup on both sides of the field today.
Jinx in their maroon road uniforms. And Jaden Shee for Jinx, the sophomore forward, will kick things off in this match, and Booker T in their home white. this match is underway. High school soccer, they play 2 40-minute halves. And for Booker T, Lauren Ketchum is the netminder goalkeeper tonight in this one. Both teams had some regular or preseason matchups that they played, and now the regular season is underway. And Jinx trying to get on the attack immediately, Coach.
Yeah, instantly looking to try and play Jaden Chi in behind and utilize her speed up top.
There you take a look at the senior goalkeeper for Booker T, Lauren Ketchum. 5'4", but she's a little spark plug back there. One of the top goalkeepers in the area, isn't she?
Very. And she's very agile. We'll see some of that today, it looks like.
And it's typical early on in a lot of these matches, Coach, the teams are just trying to figure out what one side or the other is going to try and do defensively and offensively, aren't they?
Absolutely. I think the first 10 minutes of the game is usually just trying to figure out what each other's trying to do in the attack and on the defending side, kind of utilising where the stronger players are on the other team and where the weaker players are, where they can look to maybe exploit some space.
And Jinx will get a shot at the first corner kick of the game. Wind still blowing a little bit out of the north. Probably around 5 to 7 miles an hour. So Jinx does have the wind here in the first half. There's a shot and gonna have an offside. Or no, out of another corner kick.
Looks like another corner kick, yeah.
There you take a look at the head coach of Jinx, Joe Johnson. And 14 players returning on this year's team from last year's 2017 team that went 11-5. And they're just, she said, you know, it took them a little bit. They're getting through the preseason, but they're starting to work together.
Absolutely, yeah. I think that's definitely the hardest part about preseason is getting the girls down to getting to know each other on the field and off the field and making sure that they're ready going into that first game.
The ball out in the middle of the field, Vanessa Fitch. Jinx over the end line, and it's going to be another, this time it'll be a goal kick for Booker T. So far here in the first 3.5 minutes of this one, everything's been in the Booker T zone.
It looks like Jinx is definitely trying to utilize more of the ball on the left-hand side of the field for them. We haven't seen the ball come over to the right side just as much just yet, so they're definitely looking to attack on that left flank, it looks like, as they start the game.
Now Booker T controlling. Taylor Pugh for Jinx flips it forward. And the Hornets get out of their own end. They finally get it across the middle of the field. Cross from Michaela Morris. Headed out. And nice defense by Jinx that time, Coach.
Yeah, it looked like the first opening minutes here, like you'd mentioned, Mike, Jinx seems to have a lot more of the ball. It looks like Booker T, when they gain possession, are looking to attack quickly. But it looks like Jinx has definitely enjoyed the ball quite a lot more in the opening 5 here on the attack again. utilising that left flank again. It looks like Jinx pretty well, trying to get the ball out wide as quick as they can out there.
The wind's kicking up 9-10 miles an hour, still out of the north, so that'll impact the team on the right of your screen, which is Booker T, trying to get the ball upfield. It's going to be a little bit tougher for them at times, isn't it?
Absolutely. It looks like the best way to approach that is probably when they do attack is to try and play the ball on the ground, obviously, instead of it getting caught up in the air. But we can definitely see, again, Jinx is definitely utilising a little bit of this wind here, and you can see that there to just roll through to Lauren, and she's distributing it out to the left.
Ketchum rolls it out to the left side. Here comes Booker T. Morris again. That's Lauren Cousins. Tries to flip it in the middle. But the Trojan defense is there, and then Booker T takes it right back. Taylor Pugh, returning senior. Had 11 goals and 3 assists a year ago for Jinx. Ball did not go over the end line, and Megan Fitzpatrick tries to get it up. There's a shot by Fitch. And Ketchum comes up with the ball.
Vanessa Fish just didn't catch that one cleanly. I've seen her in the past hit some fantastic shots 30 yards out. Looks like that one kind of got caught under her feet and just rolled into Lauren Ketchum's hands there.
Now Madison Cochran. And it's stolen by Fitch. And her pass just too far ahead for one of her teammates, Jaden Chee. Booker T loses it out of bounds, so it'll be a throw-in for Jinx. Joe Johnson assisted on the sideline by Christy Foreman and Mike Parker for this Jinx girls soccer team. In school history, they have 9 state championships under their belt, the last one coming back in 2009. Booker T has not won a girls' state championship in soccer. We saw earlier, but their head coach is Cassie Embry. And there she is. The head coach here at Booker T. In their preseason, they beat Owasso 3-1 and lost to Bishop Kelly, beat Mustang 6-0, and then played half games against Mustang and Union this past weekend. Cheese got the ball right around midfield. Passes it forward, but taken away by the Hornet defense.
I like the movement there by Jaden Chee. Usually she's looking to get in behind, but that first time she checked in for the ball and got out of her feet and was able to turn. That was some good movement, and she needs to do a lot more of that as this game goes on.
Foul against Jinx. Trojans continue to attack. That pass by Isla Ortiz just a little bit too far in front. Comes Taylor Pugh on the right side. Nice move for the cross. Now Fitch has it again, the left-footed shot. It's in! What a shot by Vanessa Fitch. How about that?
Oh, absolutely. You saw a couple of minutes ago she got one caught under her feet and really didn't worry Lauren, but that one was actually with her weaker foot, left foot. Fantastic technique, and as you can see, it goes in the top corner of the goal. That's a great shot.
Right over the outstretched arms of Lauren Ketchum. I think it kind of tipped off her fingertips and hit the left post, or rather the right post, and went in the net. So Jinx strikes first. So now here comes Booker T right back. That shot on goal from Alexandra Walsh, wide left, and we'll have a goal kick. So you talked about Fitch, Coach, and the strength of her foot, and that was her off foot. That one was about a 35-yard shot. Here comes Jinx on the attack again. Ball cleared to the sideline, so it'll be a Trojan throw-in. Megan Haynes down the sideline and out of bounds as she was throwing toward Megan Huth. Haynes again. Fitch tries to cross it. And Lady Trojans control. Here comes Fitch again. Working on the left side, Taylor Pugh, and it's tapped out of bounds, so it'll be a Jinx throw-in. Kicked out of the way by Ashton Gordon. Trying to get it upfield and saved from rolling out of bounds by Michaela Morris, and she tips it up forward to one of her teammates, but just a little bit too far out of the way. And clearing it, Maggie Hicks of Jinx. Second year as a starter for her. One of the top keepers in the area, .578 goals against average a year ago.
This is a chance where Jaden can utilize her speed. She's done well.
Tries to keep it from going over the in line, but the ball was a little bit quicker than she was that time, wasn't it?
Absolutely, that doesn't happen too much, but she's you probably don't want her to turn and start running at you when that happens. You're in for trouble sometimes.
Yes, starting as a sophomore, and you can see why with her speed out there.
Absolutely, absolutely. She's looking dangerous right now. I think she's moving well, and then Vanessa Fitch in the middle picked up the shot before. She needs to have a little bit of quicker pressure on her.
Fitch heads it to the side, but it was taken by Booker T. And down this left side is Michaela Morris. And then kicked back downfield by Jinx. Megan Fitzpatrick will reset things for the Hornets. Working on the left side, Madison Cochran. Booker T trying to get a shot off, but the Jinx defense denying.
There's some good defending by Bailey Nolan there. As soon as Lauren Cousins looks to turn, she's getting quickly on her, not allowing any easy shots on Maggie Hicks.
Jinx could have taken the ball there. They would have had numbers going down to their end of the field, but nice defense by the Hornets.
Absolutely.
Ketchum comes up with the ball, and she will try and get her team going the other way. Here come the Hornets on the move. And it's out of bounds, so it'll be a Jinx throw in. The out of bounds line is, what, Coach, about 5 yards off the football out of bounds line?
Yeah, it's pretty close to the track as well, so hopefully there's no slips on the field today that could lead to maybe a little bit of an injury, but
here come the Hornets. Ball toward the keeper, Maggie Hicks, and she picks it up and will clear it out.
it was very good by Maggie. She was quick off the line there. A nice little ball over the top by Lauren Cousins, but Maggie was quick to read the situation and come out quickly there.
Jinx lets the ball roll back toward Hicks, so we'll have an opportunity to control again. Jinx in their maroon tonight, going from left to right. This is the Ford game of the week. It's game time on your view. You're watching high school soccer, and this is a girls game. Jinx and Booker T. Boys action will come up after this. And Fitch went down near midfield, and here come the Hornets. And Hicks comes out and makes a nice save, as that was kind of a dangerous play, wasn't it?
Absolutely. I think Booker T done pretty well there. That's the first time they've really put some immediate pressure on Fitch in the middle, and it led to almost an opportunity on goal. So that's something that they've got to look to do a lot more, is get a lot of pressure in the middle quickly.
Here comes Jinx now with an opportunity. And the Hornets are able to clear it out. Keep Jinx from getting on the board again. Vanessa Fitch scored a goal about 10 minutes into this one. With a nice left-footed boot from about 30 yards out. little back and forth action here in the Booker T zone as the Hornets try and clear.
This could be dangerous here.
There's a shot, and it's a little bit high. That off the leg of Megan Haynes, number 13. Take another look at it, Coach.
Yeah, she's predominantly right-footed. Megan was starting on the right defense side for Jinx, and upon a couple of substitutions there, Coach looks to move her to left midfield, and she's had an immediate impact there, obviously trying to test the goalkeeper with a shot.
Here comes Booker T quickly back the other direction. There's Catherine Pettit. Dumps it off to her teammate, Maria Glover. And then Hicks playing a little bit with the offense, huh? Almost got too tricky.
Yeah, it's something that goalkeepers have really picked up here lately, is just trying to kill a couple of seconds of the clock. So as long as they use their feet, they're still allowed to pick that ball up. But you have to watch out that a forward doesn't come in very quickly and steal that ball and put it in the back of the net.
Yeah, and of course, explain the rule of if you kick it to your goalkeeper, they can't touch it with their hands, but if the opponent kicks it toward it, they can, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. So basically, that was a quick shot by Booker T. Maggie read the situation well and understood that there was no immediate pressure. So utilizing her feet, she allowed their teammates to get back in some good positions and kind of give them that 10-second break that they probably needed there.
So Lauren Ketchum, the Hornet netminder, sets things up, and this is a goal kick for Booker T. Jinx can control, they'll have numbers, and the ball comes wide to the right side and saved before it rolled out of bounds by Haley Garcia. And then they say she was out of bounds, so it'll be a Booker T throw-in. It's going to go out of bounds to Jinx off Booker T. Clock continues to wind as the ball rolls down the track all the way toward the basketball gymnasium for the home of the Hornets. And the throw in toward the keeper, and Hornets are going to try and clear. What's Booker T doing defensively, Coach, to slow Jinx down and keep them from getting toward the goal?
Yeah, I think they're doing a decent job in their defensive third. There's obviously a lot of talent on the Jinx team here.
It was a nice cross, and Hicks with a save there. Booker T a couple of chances, unable to counter and make a goal to get the ball in the back of the net.
Almost an opportunity there for Booker T again.
It was a great cross. They just didn't have anybody on that back side, did they?
That was it. I feel like Booker T definitely need to put the pressure higher up the field. There's been a lot of space between Booker T's back four defenders and attacking players. That's a lot of work in the midfield for the three girls that are playing right in the middle of the screen right now by the official. I feel like the team needs to get a little bit more compact together as one unit.
Here comes Jinx again. And that ball almost rolls over the inline. Lauren Ketchum has to come out and retrieve it. We have 15 minutes to go here in the first half. There's Vanessa Fitch, who has the lone goal in this one. Catch him way out of the... That's almost outside the box. I guess she was, wasn't she, way over there?
She was, yeah. She decided to use her feet there, which was probably the correct decision. Again, she was quick off the line and looks to try and give a little bit of support to her four defenders here who are receiving quite a bit of pressure the last couple of minutes.
Here's Fitch again with her left foot, tries to cross it right off a Booker T defender. Couple of headers, and Booker T tries to clear.
Good footwork there by Alex Walsh. Looking to build the team up in the attack.
Shot toward the goal. Hicks with the save, and Catherine Pettit. Nice rocket off her left foot.
Absolutely, yeah. She's got a pretty sweet left foot there. It looks like utilising her height out there wide, and definitely looking to catch Maggie off with the left foot nice and quick.
Here comes Jinx back on the attack.
Like every time Booker T clearing the ball here, Vanessa Fitch is winning the ball in the air. They have to stop that because they're putting a lot of pressure on the Booker T back line here.
Fitch is just a freshman. We do have a substitution for Jinx. Chloe Labetti checks in. Been a pretty clean first half too, hasn't it, Coach, as far as fouls?
Absolutely, yeah. It looks like both teams have played as fair as possible.
Cross and another goal for Jinx. That one kicked in by number 22, Vale Freed. Take another look. The cross comes from Megan Haynes, and Vale Freed kicks it in. So Jinx has a 2-0 lead. And a nice cross as Jinx continues to attack and dominate here in this first half. And take another look at it, Coach. What'd you see?
Oh, it's great play by Jinx. They've initially gonna move Megan Haynes from a right back position out to a left midfield, and she's had an immediate impact. Obviously cutting inside on the right foot and combining with Vale Freed on who's the right midfielder. She's kind of just pitched in towards the penalty kick, towards the penalty spot, and it's left to an easy tap in. But that was good play from Jinx. They've utilised their wide players pretty well there.
That goal number 2 coming at 27:51 here in the first half. Vale Freed on the pass from Megan Haynes. Again, Jinx continues to dominate in the Booker T end. Shot deflected and cleared out by the Jinx defense. Coming up on the 30-minute mark here in the first half.
Looked like Booker T have decided to move Ashton Gordon a little bit higher up. That was the young lady I saw dribble the ball towards the 30-yard line. Probably trying to put it in the middle a little bit more to put a lot of pressure on the midfielders of the Jinx players.
Freed had her jersey held on that one, and the referee lets him play on. Now down 2-0, Coach. Booker T's playing with a little bit more urgency. Hicks comes out to save it.
It's an excellent save by Maggie. She's come out and made herself big there. That was clean. No penalty kick for me.
The offensive player, Catherine Pettit, lost her shoe in the process.
Very good goalkeeping.
Hicks definitely one of the top goaltenders in the area. And that one almost went in, hit the side of the net. It kind of tricked everybody, didn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. Kind of tricked me for a little bit there. I thought she might have tried to bring that down and shoot it with her foot.
Take another look at it.
That's close.
There's Shauna Glover. Almost got the header in from the nice cross. Hicks gets it upfield, and then a couple of headers, and Jinx is, well, look like they're going to be in business again, but the ball was taken away by the Hornet defense.
Yeah, again, even though nothing really came about it, I think Jinx has won almost every header there.
There's a shot on the left side, and that one's tapped away by Lauren Ketchum. Take another look as Mia Kitterman rockets toward the goal.
Something to keep an eye out with Kitterman up top. She's pretty good with both feet. She can shoot pretty well with both the left and right foot, so that's something to keep an eye on. If she gets any open space, she'll definitely shoot with either foot.
And it'll be a corner kick. Third corner kick of the night for Jinx. Booker T has yet to have an opportunity at a corner kick, and these are always a good opportunity to get a shot on goal. There's another chance and a great cross and another kick in the net by Vanessa Fitch. The freshman has 2 goals here in the first half. One more look, Kitterman with the cross, and then Fitch right there. And nobody on Booker T's defense able to get a toe on it, Coach, to kick it out of the box.
Yeah, that was actually a really good cross from me. That's a little bit of outspin on it, so if you kind of watch there, Lauren Ketchum, the goalkeeper, tried to come out initially at first and decided she wasn't going to make it, so retreated back to the goal. But Vanessa's just put herself in the right position at the right time there.
32-59, that goal coming at. About 5 minutes after the last goal that Jinx put on the board, and it's a 3-0 lead for Jinx here in the first half. It's stolen by Jinx.
Here, just kind of get themselves organised defensively and kind of see out the last 6 minutes here. I know obviously they want to be going for some goals here, but I feel like they need to go into half-time with 3-0 down and kind of regroup together as a group and figure out a game plan for the second half here.
Free kick for the Hornets. And Jinx taps it out of bounds with 6 minutes to go in this first half. We played 34 the 40 minutes. And Jinx has racked up 3 goals. Hannah Roadhaver on the throw-in. Ball cleared upfield. Shot toward the middle. Rocking it off one of the Jinx defenders. You know, that's going to hurt later. There's a shot toward the net. And that's just a little bit high and wide off the foot of Ashton Gordon.
Yeah, they've definitely, it looks like they've gave it a little bit more of an attacking role here to close out the half and push up, and again just try to put some pressure on the midfielders of the Jinx players.
Gordon, just a sophomore, stands at 5'11". Coach talked about her in the open in part of this first half, and you can tell why she's one of the standout players on this Booker T team. A lot of younger players in the spotlight tonight, and having some good night out on the pitch, Coach.
Yeah, that's going to be exciting for obviously Jinx with Fitch. Obviously already has 2 goals today, and she's not only had the 2 goals, but she's definitely been the link-up player from the defensive part of the field to the attacking part of the field for Jinx. She's had a great first half here tonight.
There's Vale Freed, a nice cross, and Gordon was there to make sure it did not go in the net that time. Take a look as she ran the ball down, and then, boy, Freed in there, Jinx might have another goal.
Yeah, that's good position in there by the defenders for Booker T.
And it's going to be a corner kick for the Trojans. Bounces it toward the net, and it's cleared out by Booker T. But nobody back except Jinx players. The Hornets had everybody back on defense, trying to prevent another goal. Whitaker and set to throw it in for the Hornets. Madison Cochran in the middle to Gordon. That one headed and almost kicked out. Hicks has to run it down. Hicks wait for her teammates to get downfield. Nice kick to get it across midfield, and already Jinx in that Hornet territory.
Yeah, they're definitely getting there quickly from the back line to the forward line. It seems to be bypassing the midfield a lot and utilising the front 3 players of Jinx.
Headed out by Booker T, so Jinx will throw it in. Thrown from Montana Hurt. And that one goes across the end line. It'll be another goal kick for Booker T. About 1:45 to go here in the first half. You're watching the Ford Game of the Week. It's game time on your view. Mike in Tulsa, Oklahoma, as Booker T in their home white uniforms hosting Jinx. Now Jinx has numbers. And the Hornets get it cleared out and back upfield.
Yeah, they've got to go into this half and not concede another goal in the next 63 seconds here, and kind of regroup and figure out the game plan again as they're going into the second half here.
Haley Garcia Kicks it up for Vale Freed again. Nice move and a shot toward the goal that's saved by Ketchum. And what are we going to have? Offside?
Looks like it's an offside on the wide right position, yeah. So just after the shot from Jaden there. Yeah, that's a good call. Yeah, looks like Chloe Labadie is offside just by a couple of yards.
Final 10 seconds here in the first half. Jinx will go into the locker room with a 3-0 lead. And that'll do it. So a solid first half from Jinx. They pretty much dominated in the Booker T in, coach, and it shows and reflects on the scoreboard because they're up 3-0.
Absolutely. I think Jinx were definitely the team that came out a lot quicker. Looked to get the ball on the ground, and the first 15 minutes definitely utilized the left side of the field a lot. I think Vanessa Fitch in the middle was pretty much the game changer. Half there, she was excellent on the attacking side for Jinx, and there were two very good goals.
So a good start to the regular season in the first half for Jinx, as they are off to a 3-0 lead on the strength of 2 Vanessa Fitch goals, and the freshman midfielder has come through for in the first half. And then an assist from Mia Kitterman. Vale Freed, the other goal, on an assist from Megan Hines there in the first half, and Jinx is off and running. We're now joined by Joe Johnson, the head coach. Coach, your thoughts on that first half?
Oh, well, we're obviously proud of them. Started fast. It's kind of nice to see 9 months, almost 12 months of work with the summer pride and stuff. Finally out here in a game, in a real game. Really deep. Girls pushing each other. Bench is really positive, so it's just a great start for me.
And how about the freshman Vanessa Fitch with 2 goals?
Yeah, she's one of the quietest. She's silent but deadly. I mean, she's one of the quietest kids, but man, she really pushes us. Stepped in. She's kind of been. She did our summer programs last 2 years, and just we kind of knew she was coming, and so it's pretty cool to see her first varsity game get 2 goals. It's a long time coming, but it's pretty sweet.
All right, thanks a lot, Coach. Joe Johnson.
Thank you.
Her Jinx up here 3-0 after the first 40 minutes. You're watching the Ford Game of the Week. It's game time on Your View.
Okay, it's Ford Truck Month, and here's how it works. You take F-150 Motor Trend's Truck of the Year, work in best-in-class towing and payload, sweeten up the offer, and boom, look who just saved a stack of cash. Step on it, sport. Drive home America's best-selling truck 41 years straight. Ford Truck Month is here. It's buy now time, people. Now during Truck Month, get up to $11,000 in total savings on the 2018 F-150. Only at your Oklahoma Ford dealer today.
Before the celebration, before the projections. Wait, those are the projections? Before you changed course. Again. Before the late nights, long shots, and leaps of faith. Before it was a startup, it was just an idea. And then everything changed. Cox Business. We're making the connections that change everything.
The Cox High School Hub has been your online source for live coverage of the Ford Game of the Week. Great photos and spectacular highlights. We've brought you the best in Oklahoma high school sports. Now the Hub has teamed up with YourView.com. Go to YourView.com/CoxHSHub and you'll find more live games from around the nation. More stories, photos, highlights, and more of the Ford Game of the Week. Catch it all at its new home on YourView.com. Brought to you by Ford, the best in Oklahoma.
Listen up, America. Are you or a loved one suffering with an addiction to alcohol, opiates, prescription painkillers, or other drugs? There is hope. Medication-assisted treatment is proven most effective for opiate addiction recovery. Utilizing medications such as methadone, Suboxone, and Subutex, combined with inpatient treatment, you can achieve lasting recovery. Most insurance is accepted, so call us now.
Please call 800-603-5165.
Netflix to get started.
Halftime on Game Time is brought to you by the Oklahoma Farm Bureau, the same Farm Bureau you've always trusted, now even better. Tune in each week as we bring you some of the best players in the nation all fall long.
Wow, what a beautiful night. Full moon here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. It's the Ford game of the week, and this is the Oklahoma Farm Bureau halftime show. Let's take a look at the first half highlights, and Jinx was on the attack from the get-go, Coach.
Yeah, absolutely. They definitely utilised the left flank again at the beginning of the first opening minutes, and Vanessa Fitch there with a great shot with the left foot.
There, take another look at it, just out of the reach of the goalkeeper, Lauren Ketchum, and right off the right-hand post. That made it 1-0 Jinx. Booker T tried to rally and get something going. Nice cross there, but keeper Maggie Hicks. And then one more as she bats that one down to keep the ball out of the back of the net. Jinx would get on the board twice more. Vale Freed, the little left footer, on the pass from Megan Hines. That made it 2-0. That at 27:51. And one more look at it as she just a nice little touch into the back of the net. And the Hornets try to get one back, just unsuccessful. The shot off Shauna Glover. And then here's Jinx going to make it 3-0. Another nice Fitch is right there again. And one more look, Coach, your thoughts?
No, again, it's a great ball by Mia. She's put a little bit of spin on it, as you can see. Lauren kind of gets caught, the goalkeeper coming out, and Vanessa just put herself in the right position, and she's definitely deserved the second goal today. She's had a fantastic.
All right, it's the Ford game of the week. Game time on your view.
It's Ford Truck Month at your Oklahoma Ford dealers. Our biggest sales event of the year. Now's the time to save on our full line of Ford trucks and Ford SUVs, America's most trusted brand. Save big on Escape, Edge, and Explorer, and the redesigned Expedition. A huge selection, the best offers. Now, current Ford owners get 0 for 60 plus $1,500 cash on Explorer when financed through Ford Credit. Hurry into your Oklahoma Ford dealer today.
Attention drivers, has the manufacturer warranty on your car expired? Assisted Auto Repair can get you affordable coverage you need. If your vehicle is less than 10 years old and has less than 150,000 miles on it, we may be able to save you thousands in auto repairs. Call us now for a free quote and get referred to an extended repair protection provider in your area. And now, if you're one of the first 200 callers, receive a roadside assistance plan absolutely free with your activation.
Call 1-800-215-2889. Call now.
To Booker T. Washington, and it's a 3-0 lead. Jinx girls lead Booker T. Joining us now, the head coach of Booker T, Cassie Embry. And Coach, 3-0, your team's in a little bit of a hole. What'd you tell them at the half?
I told them that we need to work at winning 50-50 balls and putting more pace on the ball. We're losing the ball in the middle a lot, and I think it's because our passes are a little bit soft.
Yeah, absolutely, Coach. How is the girls kind of taking this? Are they kind of fired up for this second half as they move back into it? Are you looking to kind of catch Jinx off guard in the first couple of minutes here? What's your approach with the first 5 minutes?
Oh, yeah, high pressure. Attack as quick as we can.
All right, Coach, thanks a lot. Good luck second half.
Thank you.
All right, Cassie Embry, the head coach here at Booker T. It's 3-0, Jinx on top. You're watching the Ford game of the week. It's game time on your view.
It's the one and only Ford Truck Month. The place to find one-of-a-kind deals on Ford F-Series, including Motor Trend's Truck of the Year F-150. With best-in-class towing and torque, these bad boys make the rules and break them. That's why it's America's best-selling truck 41 years straight. But like ribs at a barbecue, these deals won't last long. Ford Truck Month. It's buy now time, partner. Now during Ford Truck Month, get up to $3,500 cash back on Ford Super Duty. Only at your Oklahoma Ford dealer today.
Nick Bolton here with the latest from Bell & Howell. We call them tack glasses. Inspired by the sunglasses worn by our heroes in uniform, tack glasses block blinding glare so well, invisible objects suddenly become visible. Enhance colors to give you vision as sharp as an eagle's and survive even the harshest conditions.
Act now to get your tack glasses for just $19.99, and we'll even ship it to you free. So don't delay. Order yours today.
To get you right to the good stuff.
Well, the wind has died down a little bit. Coach, here's the halftime stats, and it's pretty even as far as shots and shots on goal. But Jinx some of their shots have gone in the net.
Yeah, absolutely. I think when we look at the shots there from Booker T, is 7 shots there, but 4 on goal, but not really worrying Maggie Hicks too much. However, the shots from Jinx have all been pretty good shots, and kind of worried Lauren Ketchum over in the Booker T goal.
And as I mentioned earlier in that first half, really a really clean first half from both teams, just one foul.
Yeah, just one foul again. It's been a clean game. Definitely out. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see a little couple more fouls in this second half, especially with the result being 3-0 right now. Booker T should, as you heard from the coach, look to press really high, which can result in a lot of fouls. So we'll see how that goes.
Lauren Cousins starts things off, half number 2 for Booker T. Catherine Pettit has it on the left side. And it goes out of bounds. Gabrielle Castro, Salim Nelson, and Yaho Corbino. I'm sure I messed one of those names up in that, but they are our officials. Jao? Is it Jao Corbino?
Jao, yes.
Do you know?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Hey, feel free to hop in anytime and correct me.
Okay.
Because if I got a chance to mess somebody's name up, I probably will. Jinx already leading 3-0 and trying to add to that total. They spent most of the first half in that Booker T end. We heard Coach Embry from Booker T at the half say, we need to get aggressive and be in attack mode here in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, she's put it's kind of known in the coaches game, it's a 6-second press. So anytime you lose the ball on the field, can you regain possession in 6 seconds? So that's definitely we probably should be looking out for with Booker T here, is how quickly he can regain the ball.
Jaden Chi on the right side. And that ball goes a little bit wide. It'll be a goal kick for Booker T. There another shot on goal for Jinx. Vanessa Fitch.
Looks like they're going to have to put a lot of pressure on her. She's already picked the ball up once or twice, and there's the third one, and look to make some distribution and some good passes, and one just fell through to Jaden Chi here.
Taylor Pugh on the right side, across, and a shot that went off the crossbar.
It's good movement from Asela Ortiz. It's the left midfielder, so we've seen that once or twice today with Jinx, is when the ball's on the far side of the field, the opposite midfielder is going to go right into the middle of the goal and look to get any cross, and that's definitely a tactic that Jinx like.
Well, Ortiz had a pretty good opportunity there to add to their 3-0 lead. Alexandra Walsh tries to clear it out, but instead Jinx will kick it back. Megan Hines, Maggie Hicks.
The third position we've seen Megan Haynes in here now. She started as a right back and went to a left midfielder. Now she's just jumped in as a left defender here for Jinx. Shows that she can play multiple positions.
And here comes Jinx again on the move. That's Chi. Sophomore working some great footwork around the defense, and she's going to get called for the foul.
Yeah, I would have liked to have seen her just initially run at the defender straight away. She's cut back once or twice there, and definitely would have liked to have seen her probably knock one in behind and utilize the speed that she's got.
Kenna Rayleigh is the one who got run over on that play.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, but you had to like cheese footwork, didn't you? Down on that right side.
You've got to take your hats off to the awkward position for their team at times. That's why I was a midfielder. So again, this is where Booker T really have to get pressure on the ball quickly.
And that one was kicked out of bounds. As Jinx again continues to put pressure on. Megan Haynes throws it in. That's Ortiz. Her jersey being pulled. I would tell you who number 12 for Booker T is, but I do not have a number 12 on my roster. Do you? Do you know who it is?
I'll take a look at it. I don't think so initially. No, I'm not too sure.
And if you're Jinx coach, I mean, you don't want to play too conservative. You still want to be on the attack, don't you?
Oh, absolutely. The game can change within 3-4 seconds. I mean, the best things that Jinx can do here.
There's a shot, Hicks, another save, 2 quick saves by Maggie Hicks.
Yeah, she's done well on the second one to regain herself.
Wow. Catherine Pettit with the shot, Hicks with 1 save, and then saves it again as Lauren Cousins tries to come in and put it in the net.
Yeah, good footwork to regain herself, get composure, and make that additional second save there.
Booker T first corner kick of the night for them. And it's cleared out. There's a shot or a cross toward the goal. It's just a little bit too wide.
Yeah, she's probably tried to bend that into the run of the forward there, Ashton Gordon. Enjoyed about a nice 30 seconds there of attack from them, so hopefully that can continue for this team.
Found out number 12 is Mackenzie Moore. She's been very active here in the second half for Booker T. Hornets try and set something up. Get the ball downfield.
These are the areas that the coach was speaking about 6 seconds, and again, they've just won it back in about 3 seconds. Get that ball back immediately once they turn it over. The area to press really high. Now they've got to steal that ball.
And Moore pushes it forward. That's Walsh. And Lauren Cousins. Catherine Pettit Pettit, who just had a nice shot on goal. Try and get Booker T on the board, but it was saved by Maggie Hicks. Hicks has been on varsity, the goalkeeper for Jinx, 4 years and been a 2-year starter. Also holds a 4.2 GPA. Not too shabby. I think you could have added up my 3 years of high school, and I don't think I would have had a 4.2. And you take a look at Hicks, the senior. Getting allowed less than a goal a game a year ago.
It's a pretty impressive record.
Now down the left side, Megan Haynes.
Yeah, Megan's got a great little line on there. She's actually playing in left defense right now. She's just overlapped the midfielder to kind of try and build something up for Jinx here.
There's Fitch again. She's tripped up. We're gonna have a free kick for Jinx. That's a good position to have one. Look at her outrun the defense, and the only hope is Alexandra Walsh. Incidental contact, but she went down, and that means a free kick for Jinx. Looks like Fitch will be the one that takes it. And we've seen her kick one with her left foot earlier in the game for the first goal.
No, absolutely. She's going to set up to take it with the right foot here. So one of the things we want to look about is she's going to put it right behind the defense of Booker T. Looks like she might have mishit that one a little bit.
Unable to capitalize on that free kick from near the box area of Booker T.
Not sure if they have any left footers, but where the free kick initially was, that's a perfect position for the left footer.
That's what I was thinking. I was saying we'd seen her left footed earlier when you said she set up to kick it right. I thought, okay, well,
yeah,
maybe I'm the one that's confused.
Yeah.
Hornets with a chance as the goalkeeper goes down, and a shot is good. Wow, unfortunate break for Jinx and a good break for Booker T. They finally get on the board.
Fully deserved as well. I think they've definitely been the team the last 11, 12 minutes that come out a little bit quicker after the half-time period. It's very unselfish play as well.
Looks like Lauren Cousins finished it off after Catherine Pettit kicked it across the middle.
I think Maggie Hicks will be a little frustrated with herself there. She kind of spoiled and dropped the initial shot, and it's gone and led to the goal for Booker T.
That makes it a 3-1 lead for Jinx. And coach, if you're Booker T, that's got to make you feel a little bit better and give you some more energy, doesn't it?
Oh, that's the best way you could have started the half. Goal within the first 12 minutes, and it does look like Jinx is playing a little conservative here. That's a great opportunity now in the next couple of minutes to try and catch them off guard and put the second goal in. This is going to be a good opportunity. Ashton's got a great foot on her here. Looks like she just hit that one a little too low.
Yeah, it took a nice skip about 15 yards away from the keeper, and Hicks came out and got the ball, and she'll try and punt it away.
It's always good from the goalkeeper's perspective. She's initially dropped the one that led to the goal, and now she's been able to get the ball cleanly in her hands, and that's always what the keepers want when they seem to drop a ball that might lead to a goal prior to that.
Haley Garcia tries the cross. Jinx battles to keep it in the Booker T end. Trojans led it 3-0 at the break. 10 minutes of this second half. There's another shot toward the goal. Ketchum loses it after one of the Jinx players ran into her, but corralled it back. She quickly gets it out of there. Take another look. She was run into by Taylor Pugh and dropped the ball, but the official said play on. Ortiz tries to grab it near midfield. Comes Jinx again, Megan Hughes on the attack. And Booker T responds, and Jinx back to the keeper.
Yeah, definitely. Maggie's been goalkeepers here the first 10 minutes or so. That's a good move by Asala. Just run out of bounds.
Well, that's what Coach Cassie Embry of Booker T wanted. Just take a look at her there, and she told us at the half we have to be more aggressive, and I think the team listened to her, didn't they?
Absolutely. That's one area that they've really first half is how quickly they can get the ball back. I think now the next step is once they win that ball is keeping good possession.
They call a foul on Jinx as Ortiz pushed off. Gordon will take the free kick near midfield. Ashton Gordon, the sophomore, right toward the net and headed out by Jinx.
Good defending, very good defending there.
Gordon and Ortiz battling right along the sidelines. Gordon goes down. Play on, and they do. And it looks like the wind has died down. It's only blowing about 5 miles an hour. That first half, Coach, it was up to 9 or 10, and I think that had a little bit of an impact.
Potentially, yeah. Definitely the first 10 minutes. I think it might have caught Booker T a little bit off guard, and as the wind seems to have died down, they won't enjoy that luxury as much. It looked like.
Now Montana Hurt will throw it in. There's a cross from Megan Haynes. Haynes already has an assist in this game tonight. Vanessa Fitch breaks things up and kicks it downfield.
Definitely doing a good job here, Booker T trying to get the ball back quickly when you lose it.
And off the Hornets, Jinx with the throw in. Ashton Gordon's been all over the field here, not only in the first half, but here in the second half too, especially defensively.
Yeah, she's definitely a very important figure for them on the defensive side, and you can tell a couple of times today, probably 4 or 5 times when she picks the ball up, she's actually looking to run into the midfield and try to help her team on the attacking side as well.
Megan Haynes has it stolen by and Mackenzie Moore on the right side. Just out of the reach of one of her teammates, but the ball is taken in the middle by Lauren Cousins.
There was some good build-up play by Booker T the first time today. I've rarely seen him switch the ball from one side of the field to the other, and started off on the left side with Carrington Bridges, and he went across to the right, and it led to almost a shot on goal there. So that was some good soccer.
Nearing the 60-minute mark of this soccer match. Coach, as much time as Jinx spent in the Booker T in that first half, it's kind of flip-flop in half number 2.
Yeah, it's a tale of two halves here. I think if you know, if we were watching the game here and we didn't know what team was 3-1 up, we'd probably say it would be Booker T, but it's definitely been a tale of two halves. I think Jinx here need to get the foot on the ball a lot more and look to keep better possession, because if they defend here like this for the next 20 minutes, it's going to be a long game for them.
And that ball tapped out of bounds by Megan Fitzpatrick. So Jinx will throw it in. Mia Kitterman, who had an assist in that first half, assisted on Vanessa Fitch's second goal of the night to make it 3-0 Jinx. It's now 3-1 as Booker T has struck here in half number 2.
Good this half. If they have half here, and you can definitely see that they've decided to put a lot of pressure on her when she picks up the ball.
Booker T on the move. Cousins. Might have been an offsides even if she got it through there. But
yeah, the linesman initially kept his flag down, but obviously the ball didn't go through to her, so the rules would say he keeps it down until she becomes active in play, but that would have been a close one.
And it was a 2-on-4, and Booker T almost had the advantage.
Absolutely.
Comes Ashton Gordon again. Mackenzie Moore crosses with the left foot. Cousins flips it behind her heel. And now Jinx on the move. And Jinx again, here they come.
Defending there by Ashton Gordon coming across her. Kind of cleaning it up before Jinx get another shot there on goal.
Vale Freed. You gotta like some of the names on this Jinx roster. You got Montana, Vale, Sydney.
Yeah.
That time they tried to get the left-footed shot to go. Opens the door a little bit for the Hornets. Catherine Pettit to midfield, and one of the Hornet players goes down. And here comes Booker T. Trying to stop the defense and catch him offside.
This is where we'll see the goalkeeper utilize her feet, and she's just going to try and kill the clock there. Just give her team about 10 seconds to get back in shape. That was some good soccer by Booker T, though. They definitely it's very unique. They're looking to play now every single pass into their final front runners, their forwards, into the feet instead of in behind. I think they found some success there in the second half.
Cleared out by Haley Garcia. Ahead to Kitterman.
There's another ball rolled into the feet instead of in behind.
And that one headed forward and trying to save it before it goes across the hands. Showed some quickness there. She headed that ball and took off right after it.
She's very quick out the blocks. The first 15-20 steps is pretty rapid for Megan, and it looks like now she's actually being utilized in a left midfield position, so that's something we saw in the first half, and she actually led with an assist when she immediately went up there.
The pass just a little bit too far ahead, but they'll have a throw-in as Booker T kicks it out of bounds. You're watching the Ford Game of the Week. It's game time on your view. Mike Ziegenhorn and David Critchley with you. The regular season has started for spring sports. It's March 1st. That means go time.
Absolutely, and it's been go time for Jinx in the first half, and go time for Booker T in the second half here. They've definitely been a stronger team in this second half.
Take a look at Lauren Ketchum, the goalkeeper for Booker T, and that's Montana Hurt, a junior defender for Jinx. As Coach Joe Johnson has really shuffled the players in and out tonight. For the Trojans, that's Hurt, and she'll do it again. Clock continues to move. We're at the 66-minute mark of this soccer match.
Hello.
Here comes Jinx again. Broken up by that Hornet defense, and then Vanessa Fitch comes up with it. Hadn't called her name in a while. Don't give her a shot from there. That one just a little bit too deep.
Should have got onto her left foot. That's where she initially scored that first goal tonight. It's a great little turn here.
Take a look at the young freshman for Jinx. As Coach Joe Johnson told us at the half, they've been watching her the past couple of years. So since she was in 7th grade, they
minutes or so she's
get it, ball still loose, then a shot toward the goal is good. Wow. Is that Kitterman? It was Mia Kitterman with the left-footed shot.
Great hustle from the forward to never give up on the ball.
How about that? Mia Kitterman has an assist and a goal tonight for Jinx. Morgan-Lester. Throw it in for the Lady Trojans. It's now 4-1. Jinx on top, and a tough break for Booker T. Here comes Jinx again. Is that Montana Hurt again?
Montana Hurt, yeah, looks like, yeah. Just pointing us the left back there for Jinx. Picking up the ball.
Foul against Jinx, so a free kick for Booker T. From about 40 yards out.
This could be right around Ashton Gordon range here. I'll be interested to see if she shoots it or decides to chip it over the defense.
Tries to get it to one of her teammates, and Jinx clears it.
This could be dangerous.
A race for the ball won by Jinx. Another shot, and that one just wide to the left. Vale Freed again, showing the foot speed down that right sideline, Coach.
Yeah, this is a brilliant first touch out her feet. She couldn't have had a first touch any better. And she just decided to try and go across the goalkeeper to the bottom left. And fair play to Lauren Ketchum, the goal. She put herself in a great position, but possibly could have done better there. Really decided to end the game right there and then.
Freed, a junior, and give some credit to Ketchum too, because she came down and cut off the angle and forced Freed to kick it.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a perfect position, so she couldn't have got beat on the near post possibly, and that makes the attacker want to go far post, and that's a very difficult shot to take. So she's put herself in a good position there.
Now Ashton Gordon. And that shot out of bounds, so it'll be across the in line. It'll be a goal kick for Jinx. Hicks getting a little help from Bailey Nowlin. Needed her shoe tied.
Yeah, I don't think she's done that to kill the clock or anything, being 4-1.
Yeah. So, say, tying the shoe and running some clock. An extra 10 seconds it took might make a difference, right?
It might do, it might do. I think if that's the case, then Booker T need a goal here in the next maybe 2 minutes.
Yeah. Jinx remains on the attack.
I think as the girls have got tired throughout the game here, we're seeing quite a lot more just silly free kicks, probably more from the Jinx side, putting on the gives a chance for Ashton Gordon to put another one in over the top maybe for them to run onto. So that's not Ashton Gordon, it's number 12.
Mackenzie Moore.
Mackenzie Moore.
That one taken by McLean Moss. And kicked upfield. And wisely kicked out of bounds by Reese Whitaker of Jinx, another freshman.
Yeah, she's had a good game today. She's been in the right places pretty much all the time and made it really hard for Booker T to break them down on the defensive side.
Kitterman goes down hard. She tried to break away from the defense. No call from the official. Just a Jinx throw in. Coach Joe Johnson bringing some subs in. And a nice hand for the Jinx teammates. If you're both teams, Coach, what do you need to do here in this final 7 minutes?
I think obviously for Booker T here, they definitely need to go within the next, it's got to be the next 60 seconds. It's probably got to be on this play maybe, which makes it more of a realistic approach to come back. But right now for both teams, I think the result's probably going to see itself out. You've just got to make sure you're doing the right things now as you close the game out. And this is something that the coaches could tell the players, that, you know, when you're tired on both sides of the field, you know, you're doing the right things to kind of close out, because it's a long season for these girls. So just keeping yourself organised, even on both teams, obviously making sure you're making the right decisions here just to close the game out. But that fourth goal from Jinx definitely hurt Booker T in the long run. I mean, they had to run and play a lot, and when they put that fourth goal, and it's kind of put an end to this game, I would say.
And Jinx works it down the right sideline, and that one rolls across the inline, so it'll be another goal kick for Booker T. Number 19, Haley Ledford. Now in for Jinx. Final 6 minutes of this one from Booker T, and it looks like Jinx is going to get out of here with a 4-1 opening season win over the Hornets. If you're Jinx, you just want to run the clock out and keep everybody safe.
Yeah, pretty much. I think keeping the girls safe is the most important thing here, making sure that there's nothing that can detriment their health here, or any injuries that might pop up. I'd like to see Booker T the last 5 minutes here really try and push for a second goal. There's nothing really to lose now, so they definitely need to start to look to get the ball in their attack on third and get some opportunities on goal.
Grace Peterson, a junior for Jinx, will throw it in. And here comes Mia Kitterman, already has an assist and a goal tonight. The pass deflected by McLean Moss.
Break quick if they want to get an opportunity here before Jinx get themselves behind the ball again.
Montana hurt.
I'm going to see Maggie use her feet here. She's probably going to keep the ball, yeah. Smart decision. She just didn't want the ball to roll out of bounds and elected to use her feet there.
Booker T.
Oh, shoot. With what?
Taken away at midfield. And here comes Jinx. Montana hurt again. Gets it up front to Kitterman. Nice pass. On the right side to Taylor Pugh, and it trickles into the net. So Kitterman gets another assist, and Pugh gets the goal. Makes it 5-1, Jinx now on top. Pugh a year ago had 11 goals, and this is her first of 2018. Jinx has definitely become more aggressive since they scored their goal to go up 4-1, didn't they?
Yeah, absolutely. I think if they're going to be honest with themselves, they're probably going to say that they didn't have the best second half that they've played early stage of the season, but it's always good to know when you're not playing well, you can still find a way to score goals. That's definitely signs of a team that's going to be pushing there right at the end of the season. So.
Here comes Jinx again. Pugh on the right side, working around the defense. Gets it to...
Oh, if she didn't... Oh, she could have got herself a goal there. A little bit of hesitation there from Mira. She shot the ball. I think a little bit of frustration.
Looking for her second goal of the game.
She knows it as well. We've all been there.
Ashton Gordon for Booker T.
Looks like they decided the last 10 minutes to try and push a little higher up the field, see if they can build up some more of the attack, it looks like.
Jinx brought out the offense tonight, Coach. 5 goals. Pretty good start to the season.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think all 5 goals as well were pretty much definitely 2 of them stood out. The ones where they built the ball from the left flank and had the right flank, the right wide player come in, and it's been definitely some good goals from the Jinx standpoint.
Well, Lauren Ketchum came way out of the box that time. Didn't want to take a chance. Kitterman feeds it out. Another shot and Ketchum with the save. And he goes across the inline. It'll be a corner kick.
It'll be interesting.
Yeah, I don't think there'll be enough time left for him to get anything off as the clock continues to run with 10 seconds left.
Yeah, they should probably just kill her here, not put a ball in the box, and maybe account for a head injury or something right in the closing seconds.
Kitterman quickly gets the corner kick off as she was dog-tired. She sprinted down to get the ball and back, and that was all she had left. And Jinx wins it as the final whistle sounds. Great performance there from Mia Kitterman. You can see the smile on her face. The junior forward, 2 assists and a goal tonight. She gets a hug from Ashton Gordon. And a congratulations as both teams go out on the field and congratulate each other. Coach, your thoughts on how Mia Kitterman did?
Oh, she done fantastic. I think, obviously, like you look at the statistics yourself, and I think she knows herself she could have had a second goal in there right at the end, right at the close there. But a fantastic performance. She's definitely gave coach a kind of, hey, look at me, I'm ready to jump in here and start. I just enjoy here seeing all the girls congratulate each other. A lot of these girls know each other on and off the field, and this is nice to see that they can be competitive but also be respectful of each other.
So Jinx wins it 5-1. We're joined by the head coach, Joe Johnson. And Coach, great way to start 2018.
Yes, I couldn't be prouder of the girls. We're just focused on getting better every day. So that was a good test. We challenged each line what they needed to do today. They showed it. We still left some things out there we can grow on, but as long as we keep improving every day, that's all I can ask for as a coach.
How about Mia Kitterman? 2 assists and a goal tonight.
Yeah.
Almost had 2 goals.
Right, she played outstanding. The second effort on the one where we missed the first shot, but we stuck in there, got the rebound off the keeper to score. That's what we've been working on all year, is just that extra effort, the extra fight, just the energy, all that stuff, pushing each other. So it's nice to see that translate onto the field.
And Maggie Hicks did a nice job for you in the goalkeeper
Right, yeah,
position.
she was really focused. I think on the line I didn't really see. She slid out and mishandled it, but just the focus and the speed off the line and communication with the back line. So that was wonderful. She's been great for us the last 4 years. Just stepped up as a leader, so I'm pretty proud of her too.
All right, good start. You guys are 1-0.
Yes, thanks. Well, that's all we can ask for.
That's right. All right, Joe Johnson, the head coach at Jinx. They win it 5-1, the final score. And big Vanessa Fitch had 2 goals in the first half. And the second half, Mia Kitterman had a goal and an assist to help lead Jinx and push them to that 5-1 victory. The lone goal for Booker T came off the foot of Lauren Cousins. Now let's go back down on the field and talk to Maggie Hicks, the goalkeeper for Jinx. Talk about your performance tonight and getting the win.
Well, I think I owe a lot to my teammates. I mean, everything that I do is really just for my team, and, you know, without them, none of this would be possible. They did a great job getting in front of the ball and blocking a lot of shots. And, I mean, down here, I made a save, but Montana Hurt had my back. She got the clearance. I mean, all the one-on-ones that I came out on my defense definitely had my back. And the forwards did great getting the distribution and winning the ball in the middle. And I think it was really just a team. Played just amazing tonight.
Hey Maggie, it's David Critchley here. How are you?
Good, how are you, Coach?
I'm doing well, I'd like to hear you gave obviously a lot of respect to your defense there. I think as you come up against teams that are going to put a lot of pressure on you, what kind of adjustments do you think it's best for them to make so that you don't obviously concede any easy goals or any cheap goals?
Well, I think our defense is really young, and so like we're just really right now trying to build up our confidence and be able to get good clearances. I mean, in this tournament, we kind of struggle with clearing the ball, like getting it past half and not giving the ball away to the other team when we're trying to clear. And I think today we did a great job with that. So keeping that up, we're definitely sacrificing our bodies in front of the ball. And I think that's another thing, like shot blocking wise, making my job a lot easier, of course. And they're doing a great job listening, and we're doing a great job communicating. And so I think just keeping it up and keeping our confidence up. I mean, we have Reese Whitaker, who's a freshman, stepping in, starting. Bailey Allen, she's junior, yeah, she's starting this year, and I think we're just really young. We lost a few defenders from last year, but we're stepping it up, and I think we're just going to get better every single game, just building up confidence and getting closer as a team.
That's excellent.
All right, Maggie, thank you very much, and good luck the rest of the year.
All right, thank you.
All right, Maggie Hicks, the senior goalkeeper for Jinx. They win it 5-1, your final score. We'll be back to wrap this one up. You're watching the Ford Game of the Week. It's game time on Your View.
Okay, it's Ford Truck Month, and here's how it works. You take F-150, Motor Trend's Truck of the Year, work in best-in-class towing and payload, sweeten up the offer, and boom, look who just saved a stack of cash. Step on it, sport. Drive home America's best-selling truck 41 years straight. Ford Truck Month is here. It's buy now time, people. Now during Truck Month, get up to $11,000 in total savings on the 2018 F-150. Only at your Oklahoma Ford dealer today.
Attention, type 2 diabetes sufferers. The FDA has linked the type 2 diabetes drugs Invokana, Invokamet, and Invokamet XR to an increased risk of toe, leg, and foot amputations. If you or a loved one have or need an amputation, you may qualify for a cash award. Call the Gold Shield Group, 800-410-0203. That's 800-410-0203. Recent clinical trials show that patients taking the type 2 diabetes drugs Invokana, Invokamet, and Invokamet XR are almost twice as likely to require an amputation. If you or a loved one had or need a toe, leg, or foot amputation after taking the type 2 diabetes drugs Invokana, Invokamet, or Invokamet XR, you may qualify for a cash award. But time to file a claim is limited, so call the Gold Shield Group now at 800-410-0203. That's 800-410-0203. 800-410-0203. That's 800-410-0203.
Furnace breakdown, that could be $3,300. Fridge on a Fritz, that could cost you $2,500. Get the First American Home Warranty Plan. And when a covered item breaks, call or click. That's it. And we'll repair or replace it for you. Why let a major system or appliance breakdown bust your budget? Or go through the hassle of trying to find trustworthy service people?
If you don't have First American Warranty, get it.
Call 1-800-794-0842 for a free no-obligation quote.
The girls' game is over. Jinx
score, but
It's Ford Truck Month at your Oklahoma Ford dealers. Our biggest sales event of the year. Now's the time to save on our full line of Ford trucks and Ford SUVs, America's most trusted brand. Save big on Escape, Edge, and Explorer, and the redesigned Expedition. A huge selection, the best offers. Now, current Ford owners get 0% for 72 months plus $1,000 cash back on Escape during Truck Month at your Oklahoma Ford dealer.
Glasses and contacts. You need them to see, but they put such a strain on your life, you miss precious moments. Due to new advances in vision improvement technology, LASIK is now affordable for almost everyone, with procedures starting as low as $299 per eye and over 1 million procedures performed by our trusted independent surgeons. LASIK surgery is a sensible, safe, and affordable solution to improve your vision. Our simple 3-step process begins with a free evaluation, followed by an extensive preoperative exam to determine if you're a candidate for LASIK eye surgery. Depending on the results of your evaluation and eye exam, you and your surgeon will choose the LASIK option that works best for you. So call now to talk to a LASIK Vision Institute counselor and schedule your free evaluation. That's a $100 value, free. Call the LASIK Vision Institute for your free evaluation and enjoy more of your life.
Call 1-800-807-1027. 1-800-807-1027.
Snacking has never been this exciting. At Graze.com, we combine wholesome ingredients with the flavors we all love to create over 100 exciting snacks. Like these. We'd love to send you a Graze sampler box for free. Just go to Graze.com, enter the code ENJOY26, and we'll mail your free box to your home or office. Join thousands of Grazers already in love with our exciting snacks. So come to Graze.com for your first box free.
Now.
Hey there, entertainment lovers. I'm Camille Ford, here to tell you that Contour from Cox is so good this week. It'll probably make you burst into song like a lovable character from a hit new animated movie. Speaking of which, Here's a hit new animated movie with lots of lovable characters and tons of great songs.
Disney Pixar's Coco is
Magic! Welcome to the land of the dead.
Do you mind? I'm terribly allergic.
But he doesn't have any hair.
And I don't have a nose, and yet here we are. Anything to declare?
Yes. Disney Pixar's Coco, rated PG.
1 season.
No holds barred.
11 celebrities.
Drama.
3 weeks of crazy. Stripped of their creature comforts.
No makeup. No script. No red carpet.
They're in for a reality check.
Oh, God. You're welcome, America.
Don't miss a single episode. Catch up with CBS On Demand. Julie Chen hosts Celebrity Big Brother, CBS February and On Demand.
The Quad is back on BET.
I'll do everything I can to save this school.
We had a deal. Diamond's music for a spot in your band.
She killed my son. You threaten my kids again. I'm gonna kill you.
They pointed a gun in my face.
I can't sit here and act like it didn't happen.
When the time's right, let's get rid of her.
Have a productive day, Madam President.
The Quad. Catch up now on BET On Demand.
Thanks to the magic of NHL Center Ice and the Zamboni, you can see perfectly polished ice in every NHL rink right from home. And thanks to NBA League Pass and those guys with the towels that come onto the court after every whistle, you can see beautifully buffed courts from every NBA team right from home. How amazing is that?
NHL Center Ice makes being away feel like home. Amazing! With up to 40 out-of-market games a week, every goal, save, and hit gives you the home ice advantage. Paired with NHL Network, you won't get frozen out. Let the game live where you do. Order NHL Center Ice for the lowest price of the season.
Call 855-568-5497 to order NHL Center Ice for 2 payments of $27.49.
A 3 for the game.
You want more of that? We got you. Half season, half price.
Wow. What a finish.
Get access to all the teams.
We gotta see
Oh,
it.
you just want to watch your team. No sweat.
It's all about us, though. Anytime, anywhere.
It's that easy. To order NBA League Pass, call 844-371-3529.
Hey, movie fans, there are still big-time awards to be won, and these 3 films are definitely top contenders. So get all caught up before the winners are announced right here with Cox On Demand. Your office awards pool might depend on it.
Mildred Hayes, why did you put up these billboards? My daughter Angela was murdered, and the police department is too busy eating Krispy Kremes to solve actual crime.
I don't think those billboards is very fair.
Why don't you put that on your Good Morning Missouri Wake Up broadcast?
3 billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri.
If you want to read it, we can go down to the public library.
I want to read it in bed.
That's something that rich people do.
I'm applying to New York colleges. What about terrorism? Don't be a Republican.
You were dragging your feet.
You are so infuriating.
Please stop yelling.
I'm not yelling. Oh, it's perfect.
Do you love it?
She has a big heart, your mom.
You ready to go home?
Ready?
Lady Bird.
We are in one of the greatest battles in history.
Some movies are so good, they make us feel grateful and they unite us all.
Tell the people the truth.
Darkest Hour is a portrait of leadership at its most brilliant.
One bond unites us all to rescue mankind.
And now, Gary Oldman is the Golden Globe and the Critics' Choice winner for Best Actor.
We shall never surrender!
Darkest Hour.
Pick up a new series or catch up on a favorite. With Cox On Demand, you can watch whatever you want, whenever you want. Pretty sweet.
We robbed a grocery store. We actually got away with it.
Like some smooth criminals.
Let's go tailgate some old people.
We needed a miracle, and we got one.
What do you want?
The money you stole from us.
It's gonna be okay. We're gonna have a drink. We're gonna have 10 drinks.
Good Girls on NBC On Demand.
CBS February On Demand.
Let the games begin.
Keep up with all your favorite CBS shows.
Let's get to it.
The Amazing Race. And look who's moving into the Big Brother house.
You're welcome, America.
Celebrity Big Brother. Plus, TV's #1 new show.
No more high fives. I can't keep washing my hands.
Young Sheldon. If you haven't seen SEAL Team,
Let's go kick doors down.
now's the time to experience a whole new mission. This February. Boom! Only CBS On Demand.
I know how to manage my passengers. It's my job to know what they need.
My seat won't recline.
Looks like the guy behind you paid double to keep yours in the upright position.
Well, in that case, how much would it cost to scream into a pillow?
Did you just have a stroke?
You know we're charging to lower tray tables now? They've taken all the dignity out of flying.
You want some pretzels?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Ronald, but I would prefer you stay out of my personal business.
Copy that and prepare for landing.
LA to Vegas on Fox On Demand.
Let's face it, indies are just a little more interesting. So if you're interested in an interesting evening, check out one of these indie movies on demand.
I'm Duke Diver, manager of this resort community. I am Leo McKay. Did you move to Villa Capri just to piss me off?
I wonder if you could lift me like that.
No matter what your age,
I got it.
You don't got it.
All right, take it. Take it.
boys will be boys.
This is war.
Morgan Freeman, Tommy Lee Jones, Rene Russo.
Are you friends with Duke Diver?
Friend is a very strong word.
Just getting started. Rated PG-13.
You're a drug mule, Sean. Don't think for a second you're anything more. I need those coordinates. Don't forget the deal. You give me the cartel. Jen gets her surgery.
There's a change in plans. New drop zone.
This isn't the plan. They rerouted me.
They have Jen.
Beast of Burden.
We need to talk about Jeff.
God, Dahmer, you are such a freak.
My Friend Dahmer is based on a graphic novel by Durf Backturf, who is a young man who actually went to high school with Jeffrey Dahmer, one of America's most notorious serial killers that we know today.
Jeff's a little off, you know? I think he's kind of hilarious.
Almost every bit of Jeffrey Dahmer's story will surprise you because of the extremities that they go to.
Get out of your shell. You need to be more normal.
We're just trying to say, give a cautionary tale as to how this human being became what he was, and I think it's a very honest take on his story.
I'm just like anybody else.
Hey, I'm Ross Lynch, and you guys can watch My Friend Dahmer anytime on demand.
At this point, I probably don't need to remind you of all the great movies, series, and docs available with HBO On Demand and Cinemax On Demand. But it's my job, so consider yourself reminded.
My day just got a whole hell of a lot better.
HBO and Cinemax from Cox. The movies and shows you want to watch.
I'm taking the high road. It's something to see. I'm feeling the fire. Take you in it with me.
Addictive drama.
Now what?
Edge of your seat action. And laugh out loud comedy. We don't know what we're doing. The best entertainment your way.
We did it.
Discover your new favorites and enjoy anytime, anywhere. Included free with your subscriptions.
Watch me come alive. This is my arrival.
Experience more with HBO and Cinemax from Cox. Tune to HBO and Cinemax or watch on demand on Channel 1.
On-demand entertainment is what we believe in. It's what we fight for. Oh, okay, sorry. We're about to preview Epics On Demand, and that always gets me into a kind of epic mood. Anyway, here you go.
They want the glitz and the glamour.
When you have Epics On Demand, you get big entertainment.
Now that's a team I can work with.
Critically acclaimed original series.
I'm very impressed.
That's a proper introduction.
And thousands of big movies like Power Rangers and Triple X Return of Xander Cage.
You have no idea what you're up against. It feels good to be back.
Only on Epics. Watch Epics On Demand now or go to epics.com.
Catch a ride on the ultimate entertainment train with these brand new on-demand movies available instantly with
It's the Ford Game of the Week. Game time on your view. Tonight we're at S.E. Williams Stadium on the campus of Booker T. Washington as the Hornets host the Jinx Trojans. Hi everybody, Mike Ziegenhorn along with the coach David Crinchley on this beautiful Thursday night in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and it's the kickoff to the regular season. Coach just saw the girls game with Jinx winning 5-1. Now the Jinx boys are going to try and get a sweep on Booker T, but the Hornets probably want to stop them and get the win themselves, don't they?
Absolutely, and it looks like Booker T have a pretty much experienced roster here today. We can see that Savage, Low Green, Hayes, and Pettit all looking to continue their development at the college level. So it's going to be an experienced team to try and break down today.
And here you take a look at the Hornet starting lineup. Evan Logering is who Coach was talking about. Then Casey Savage. Also, as they have 4 players that are planning on going on to the next level and playing college soccer for Booker T, so keep an eye out for those guys. Meanwhile, for Jinx, they are pretty loaded as well.
Yeah, looks like a player to keep an eye on there is number 37, Will Edwards. He's a midfielder, and looks like he was the 2017 Trojan Player of the Year. So he'll be one to keep an eye on today, I think.
Watch out for Will Edwards and the rest of that Jinx starting lineup. They have 8 seniors, 10 juniors. We got the kickoff coming up in just a minute. You're watching the Ford Game of the Week. It's game time on your view.
Okay, it's Ford Truck Month, and here's how it works. You take F-150, Motor Trend's Truck of the Year, work in best-in-class towing and payload, sweeten up the offer, and boom. Look who just saved a stack of cash. Step on it, sport. Drive home America's best-selling truck 41 years straight. Ford Truck Month is here. It's buy now time, people. Now during Truck Month, get up to $11,000 in total savings on the 2018 F-150. Only at your Oklahoma Ford dealer today.
Our Father, which art in
The words of the Bible are a guiding light for the faithful. Now, the spoken word of God can be heard anytime, anywhere. Introducing Wonder Bible, the incredible Bible that speaks.
The Lord is my shepherd.
Simply turn on your Wonder Bible, and a pleasant voice reads the book to you.
So then faith cometh by hearing.
Listen to the letters, gospels, psalms, and more.
I can do all things through Christ.
Own your Wonder Bible for only $39.99. Comes with a charging cable and built-in earphone jack. Free. Wonder Bible features 10 free preloaded meditation music tracks. There's more. For our best offer yet, you can double your offer. Just pay a separate fee. We'll even ship it to you free. 100% risk-free 30-day money-back guarantee. Order now.
To order Wonder Bible for $39.99 plus processing and handling, call 1-800-958-7003 or order online at wonderbible.com.
Do you have type 2 diabetes, which requires daily blood monitoring? If you have diabetes, are you on Medicare, Obamacare, or other health insurance? You may be eligible for diabetic testing supplies at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Use alternate testing sites, a smaller blood sample, and even hear your results out loud. Will you qualify for diabetic testing supplies and an upgraded meter covered by Medicare, Obamacare, or health insurance? Find out for free.
Call 1-800-593-6939.
To get you right to the good stuff.
The Ford High School Game of the Week is brought to you by your Oklahoma Ford dealers, the best in Oklahoma. MidFirst Bank, true to your money. The Oklahoma Farm Bureau, the same Farm Bureau you've always trusted, now even better. Mill Creek Carpet and Tile. Mazzios. And by Weoki Credit Union.
E. Williams Stadium. Grant King from Booker T set to kick things off in this boys game as the regular season is underway. Booker T in their home white, Jinx boys in their maroon road uniforms, and here we go. Preseason, the Hornets beat Memorial in Sapulpa and then lost to Owasso. And then in Jinx, in their preseason, they faced Bixby and then went to Catoosa and also battled Broken Arrow a week ago.
T are enjoying most of the ball here with the opening minute there.
And Jinx will get the throw in. Pao Thang throws it in for Jinx. And the Trojans are quickly on the move. And it's cleared out of bounds by Booker T. Kareem Bahar, the keeper for Booker T. He is a junior. Young squad for the Hornets. They start 3 sophomores. And then Bahar is the junior goalkeeper. Also start 4 junior players on the field. Then Mason Lawrence is a freshman for Jinx, and he is the starting netminder for the Trojans. Coach, not often you can see a freshman, especially at the 6A level, starting in the net.
Absolutely, absolutely. I hope that first 10 minutes he can just kind of have a little bit of confidence in himself and make sure he keeps his team organised. I'm sure he's a little bit nervous going into the game, but obviously the coach has a lot of trust in him to put him there as a freshman.
Getting his first shot at varsity action for Jinx in the regular season opener for both of these teams. Both these schools really have a solid tradition. Jinx, 5 state championships in soccer, but the last one came in 2006 under head coach John Timmons. Booker T has 7 boys state championships. Their last one came in 2008.
Both teams overdue a championship, it looked like.
Bit of an offsides against Jinx as Keegan Helms just a little bit ahead of the defense. Can't do that, can you?
Absolutely not. Very unique. It looks like Booker T is definitely going to push their defensive line up pretty high. The ball was just in the other half of the field, and the back line's already on the 40-yard line, so that might be something to kind of pay attention to in the first couple of minutes to see if Jinx can capitalize.
Head coach for Jinx is Eric Marshall. He spent 10 years at Union as an assistant and was part of 2 state championships for the Redskins. And Kenneth Gonzalez, the head coach at Booker T. Throw in for for Jinx. I'm sorry, that was for Booker T. Demola Olanaran, a 4th generation player here at Booker T. Coach, there's been a Olanaran playing and wearing a jersey here at Booker T for 14 straight years.
That's fantastic.
How about that?
Absolutely.
Truly a family affair. And he'll throw it in again. Out near midfield, and Booker T's Casey Savage tips it back to one of his teammates.
Opening minutes, Booker T definitely looked to keep the ball pretty simple. That was a little knock over the top, but they're looking to make the simple passes and kind of get everybody touching the ball and feeling comfortable here the first 5 minutes, it looked like.
Pushing and shoving is Nate Ross for the Hornets. Sophomore passes it off. That's to Evan Logering. Booker T. And Jinx kicks it out of bounds. Ethan Cast boots it away. Tim James will throw it in. Henry Allen, who kicks it a little wide and high to the right, and it's going to be what, a goal kick?
Looks like a goal kick. Yeah.
Couldn't tell if it went across the in line or out of bounds.
Yeah, it was initially an okay ball, just nobody kind of running in on the back post there to capitalise, but it's a good little kick by the goalkeeper freshman there.
Wind was blowing pretty heavy earlier today here in Tulsa. Since the sun has gone down, it has definitely calmed down. It's at about 5 miles an hour out of the north. Temperature 51 degrees. And it feels a little bit colder than that if you're outside. Nate Ross trying to get something going for the Hornets. Zell Mendez steals it for Jinx, and it's back to Booker T.
You can see that they're so comfortable on the ball so far, Booker T on their back line, and it seems like every player definitely looks to be comfortable there on the ball, receiving it anywhere on the field. Moving it side to side very well so far here in the first opening 6 minutes or so.
Henry Allen dumps it off to Jack Roberts. Back over to Ross as Jinx, or rather Booker T, trying to set something up against the Jinx defense. Tim James fighting. Nice pass. Touch pass, but there's too many Jinx defenders there. Nice touch pass,
yeah,
backwards, huh?
Yeah, it was cheeky. It was probably something that wasn't expected. Nice little back heel, and unfortunately it just went in front of him. But again, that's some good soccer by Booker T to open up here.
Casey Savage on the throw-in. There's a kick wide right. Off the foot of Jack Roberts. In the first 7.5 minutes of this one, a little more action than you're used to that early in the game, because these teams typically trying to figure out what the other one's doing defensively, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. That's typically how most games open up here, but I think Booker T really understood in the first couple of minutes that they've seemed to be the team that have warmed up well and put on the pressure here. So I think it's pretty important right now that Jinx just get themselves calmed down and keep a little bit of possession of the soccer ball, and that's not going to help there. So it looks like Booker T's going to regain possession here.
Hornets do have it, but Max Pettit lost it near midfield. That's Nang Qual for Jinx. Cleared all the way downfield. Taken by the keeper, Kareem Bahar. Back and forth right around the midfield stripe. Zell Mendez has it for Jinx, or had it. Mendez again flips it back to one of his teammates, Keegan Helms.
That's what I think Jinx want to see more, is their midfielders picking up the ball and keeping it simple right now, and not giving any early or easy turnovers. He's on the ball again, Mendez. He seems to be moving better here the last couple of minutes. Just got caught on his feet though.
Hornets working their way down the field, right? Just passing the ball right between Jinx defenders, aren't they?
They're doing well. They are initially looking to play what we say in between the lines, so kind of finding them pockets of space on the field where it's behind the midfield defense, which is a very difficult ball to defend because you don't know whether your midfield drops back to get it or your defenders push up. So they're doing that pretty well so far to find some good space.
And that one booted into the stands, so it'll be a throw in for the Hornets. Need some help over there. I think everybody in the stands is too cold to get up and go track the ball down.
Possibly. See all the blankets out, yeah. It's funny as a player because when you're playing these conditions, after the first 5 minutes, you just initially forget about it. But definitely not as a coach. You sit there and you feel the pain of the goal for the whole 90 minutes.
You're looking Kenneth Gonzalez. Letting his Hornet players know what he wants out of them tonight. Nearly 12 minutes into this match. And in midfield, Edwards almost got the steal. Mendez down there fighting. Coach, you were talking about him earlier, and there he is coming away with the ball again.
Yeah, I think Jinx probably needs to utilize him a little bit more right now. He's being quiet the opening 12 minutes here. Definitely feel like Coach Gonzalez will be the happier of the two coaches the opening part of the game here.
Trojans get it back to the keeper, Kareem Bahar. Cameron Morris. Pass it and get it back. Fence was there to tip it away. Take a look at Morris. Morris was born in New Zealand. Also lived in Hawaii before moving to Oklahoma. That's a couple of exotic locations before we ended up in the Midwest, huh? Jinx trying to take control. Wall spinning. Still controlling the ball. Still on his feet. Got knocked to the ground and got up and still had it, huh?
Fair play to him. He probably could have won his team a free kick, but he's tried to stay on his feet and try to do something with it there, but if he would have went down a little earlier.
And that ball is kicked wide and goes all the way down to the fence. Now you take a look at Nanqual, the midfielder, a junior, number 99. Up a little bit after going down on that last play. Mason Lawrence, pretty strong foot. Gets it all the way out to midfield.
How he deals with his first big test. Even though Booker T have enjoyed a lot of the ball here, they haven't really tested him so far, so.
And that one goes out of bounds. Keegan Helms helping the official, holding his arm up. Another Hornet throw-in.
It's actually it'll be a free kick here. I think he
free kick. Okay.
Put his arms in his back and gave him a little push there.
Tim James, rather it's number 6, Nate Ross for the Hornets. Toward the keeper, and Lawrence comes out and gets it. Boy, nice booming punt. Maybe that's a good reason why he's in the net.
Absolutely, and he looked comfortable collecting the ball with his hand as well. I was kind of hoping that he wouldn't spill anything there, and he collected the ball very cleanly.
And that one spills out of bounds, so it'll be a throw in for Jinx. Smile on his face. He thought it was going to be their throw in for the Hornets. Instead, Jinx. I was going to say he threw it in. You can't do that, can you?
Typically no, but I think every player on the field's probably done it at some point.
They'll give you 1 or 2 yards, won't they? I think they'll give you 20.
That can depend on the official sometimes.
Yeah. You just hope they're not watching.
That's it. That's it. It's a little bit harder on a football field because it is marked down with the numbers.
You can see, how far he went. You're right.
Typical soccer field, you might get away with that there. Oh, with the capitalized. Just rolled under the foot there.
Yeah, that's a near mistake from the Hornets, wasn't it? Instead, now they've got direction. Nice cross. And good defense by Jinx, and Lawrence comes down with it immediately. Throws it upfield to Cool.
Interesting there. I think he initially thought he was brought down for maybe a penalty kick there.
Racing toward the ball was Alex Obermark. Just couldn't get there in time. And he goes back the other way. Knocks down the Hornet. So another foul against Jinx. And a free kick for Evan Logering. That one out of bounds, so the Hornets will throw it in. Take a look at Will Edwards, who tried to slide and save the ball. And I don't think there's as much padding when you get that close to the track, is there?
Absolutely not. Yeah, he's a brave boy for going in for that.
Damala Olenaron will throw it in for the Hornets. And now he kicks it back toward Nate Ross. Broken up by Jinx, Alex Obermark. And out of bounds to Booker T. Tim James throws it in.
It's a nice little piece of skill to get himself out of some trouble there.
Goes out of bounds, so a throw in for Jinx. Almost to the halfway mark here in the first half. You're watching the Ford Game of the Week. It's game time on your view. High school soccer. It's March 1st, and that means spring sports have officially started. Did play some preseason games, but some of them with all the rain we've had in the last week, Coach, last week and a half, all the rain that was in the area, a lot of the games were either canceled or they didn't
Yeah, hopefully some of these schools, I know they have fantastic facilities, and hopefully they've been able to get the teams indoors so they can continue to monitor the fitness and probably some of the last minute tactics that they want to work on as a group before they start this regular season.
Jinx with an opportunity. Mendez kicks it out to the left for Keegan Helms. And it's going to be off Jinx, so throwing, actually it was Will Edwards. Landeron will throw it in again. Savage controlling for Booker T. Good idea on the cross. Nobody there on the outside.
Yeah, no, we had a little bit of time on the ball, and I've been really impressed the opening 22 minutes here with Booker T's back line. They're very composed. They all want to get on the ball. They all want to look to make the passes. So that's going to be something that's going to help them out as this game continues.
Ball is saved going out by the Hornets, and then Jinx takes over. And out of bounds, but it'll be a Trojan throw-in right near midfield. Kareem Bahar comes out, tips it away, and looks like Jinx is going to get a chance at a corner kick, their first of the night. Take another look. Boy, that could have been dangerous.
I think corner kick is probably the best result the goalkeepers hoped for there. Just hope nothing capitalizes here. Looks like Will Edwards is going to play the ball in.
He's going to get another chance at it. And Jinx was offsides. See, I'm a proponent of no offsides once you're in the box.
Well, there used to be no offside rules back in the early days, and now it feels like the offside, FIFA changed the offside rules pretty much every single year, so everybody's kind of confused nowadays with what is offside and what isn't offside.
The thing I don't like is the defense is running, all of a sudden they see they're going to get beat, so they just stop.
Yep.
And the offensive guy goes by him, and it's an offsides because the ball hadn't cleared by him yet.
Yep.
And it shouldn't be that way.
No, I agree. A part of it as well from the training aspect is, you know, talking about the forwards and the timing of the movement seems to be becoming harder and harder every single year.
Harsh kick off the side of his foot. Didn't go quite as far as he wanted it. The Hornets maintain possession. Savage kicks it forward. And then a foul on Booker T. So a free kick for Jinx. Keegan Helms will take it. Wall. Trying to wrestle the ball away that time from Casey Savage. Instead, it goes all the way back to the keeper. Scoreless first half, about a little more than 25 minutes in. High school soccer, they play 2 40-minute halves.
Looks like Alex Obermark there is doing a lot of running up top. I'd like to see Jinx probably get the ball into his feet a little bit more than continuing to try and play him into space. He's looking to be a little bit tired up there by himself, doing a lot of running.
Casey Savage working it upfield again for the Hornets. Crosses it. There's another shot toward the goal and a header, and just a little bit too high. Grant King came flying in. A junior for the Hornets, and take a look here, nice cross. And then just a little bit too high, wasn't it, Coach?
Yeah, just a couple of steps off. If he was possibly 2 steps earlier, he would have been able to get up earlier and potentially head it downwards, but again, it's just gone off the top of his head and went over the bar. It's a great cross though from the right flank.
This Booker T team has 4 seniors who are going to go play at the next level. Casey Savage, Evan Ogering, Camden Hayes, and Max Pettit. All have Division I or offers at the next level. Ogering has 3 D1 offers that he's trying to decide between. So there's high hopes for these Hornets this year to win the 8th title in school history.
Yeah, they've started pretty clean here. The first looks like the first 28 minutes or so. I think the next step, goalkeeper a little bit more.
That was good math, because where you come from, they do the clock the other direction, don't they?
Yeah, it took some getting used to.
Here comes Jinx on the move, shot toward the goal, and it's a little wide. Bahar wisely lets it go. And with another ball in reserve, it's a goal kick for Booker T as Will Edwards crossed that one from that left side. And then a substitution for the Trojans and their head coach Eric Marshall. A bit of a position switch too as number 9, Thang Mang checks in. Here come the Hornets. That ball is kicked out of bounds by Ethan Castee. And take another look. As he ran right into Casey Savage at the end of the play. And Castee's all right. He gets up. He's the team captain. Wants to go to ORU next year and major in engineering. How about that?
Absolutely, it's great for him. I like to see when these boys go on to the next level and continue with their education.
Just throw in. Hornets have it in the box.
Trying for the bicycle kick there.
Jinx is going to get it out of their end and out of trouble.
This Booker T back line seems to be pretty tall and athletic, so any type of ball over the top into space against them is going to be pretty hard for Jinx to capitalize on.
30 minutes into this first half, Coach, what have you kind of your observations on what you've seen.
Yeah, definitely. I think Booker T probably have started the first 30 minutes the stronger team. They seem to be very comfortable all over the field, especially the back lines impressed me with, on the offensive side, just keeping possession and making sure that attack like we see now. I'd like to see Booker T probably test the goalkeeper a little bit more. That's the part of the game they're missing right now. Again, yeah, they've got to hit the target. That's got to be a little bit better.
Tim James trying to get something going. Obviously, a little frustration on his part. And you see some of the Hornet faithful out here. Gonzalez gets a smile on his face. Here in this first half, they definitely had more opportunities.
Yeah, I think so. I think right now,
Sel Mendez for Jinx. And it goes over the inline, and it's going to be a goal kick for the Hornets.
yeah, with obviously the Booker T back line looking to always receive the ball and play out of pressure. The one thing that Jinx can look to do is high press there and try and turn the ball over and capitalize on an opportunity. Have to push their front three players up a little higher, they'll be a little bit more aggressive.
Ross on the goal kick up toward midfield. Again, here comes Booker T on the move. Ross to James. And that one goes out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for Keegan Helms. Seems like Jinx is kind of living on the edge too right now, aren't they? It's almost, you almost sense that Booker T is going to get one or get close to a goal here right near the end of the first half.
Yeah, that's the way it seems. I think Jinx right now, they need half-time to come. They need to get themselves back together as a group and listen to some of the instructions that probably coaches want to do with them. But they definitely need to start finding their target forward more at the feet, because like I mentioned before, it's going to be pretty difficult, what I've seen the first 30 minutes, to beat this Booker T back line with a straight ball over the top.
And that was out of bounds, so it'll be a Trojan throw-in. Let that one play through to the keeper, Kareem Bahar. He rolls it out to one of his teammates. Now they switch sides with it, and Casey Savage has it. Front to James. Savage again. Toward the goal, just a little bit too high.
Okay, close up.
Didn't I just say that?
You did.
You just get that feeling. Look at that. Ooh, just over the top of the crossbar.
5 more yards out. That one might have been top corner.
Take a look at Savage, the senior. He's going to Coast Guard Academy to continue his education and soccer playing next year. Get a good look at Mason Lawrence, the freshman goalkeeper for these Jinx Trojans. Here's a nice kick across midfield and off a Booker T player, so Jinx will have a nice area to throw it in. Jinx next match is on Tuesday against Springdale Harbor at Jinx. Then they play Bishop Kelly, and then they host Union on the 13th. And we will have that game right here on your view, the Ford game of the week. Jinx and Union. Always a great matchup when those two schools get together, no matter what sport it is.
Oh yeah, two of the bigger schools in Tulsa.
Yeah. football championships between the two schools. And of course, both these schools have a lot of state championships, no matter what sport it is. Here come the Hornets again. Booker T has 65 titles in school history, state championships. Jinx has 175 state championships from all their school teams. And Lawrence comes down with the ball. See if he can get it across midfield again, and he definitely does. Coach, you look at Jinx really has not had much to control of the ball inside of Booker T territory, have they?
Yeah, no, definitely, and I think part of that is because Booker T's enjoyed the possession of the ball so much. If you're kind of watching, all of the Jinx players are dropping back and typically leaving just one player up top, which is always very difficult now to build up any type of established attack. So I think when Jinx regain possession, you've just got to keep the ball a little bit, not look to go forward so quickly, because that forward has to do a lot of running across the field. This is definitely a more patient build-up from them, so this is fun to see.
It's Helms working it up front. Jinx has 3 players downfield, but Booker T has 5 defenders.
Yeah, just even a little bit of a possession stretch there they had gave obviously Jinx more opportunity to get players higher up the field.
Wall on the left side. It's like Will Edwards, a sophomore, couldn't get away from the defense.
That's a good run. It's good to see that Jinx have been a little bit more patient here, see how it builds up. Tried to dummy the ball there and kind of shake the defender off. That was good defending.
And a foul against Jinx. So it'll be a free kick for Booker T. Last minute and a half here in the first half. No score. Earlier, the Jinx girls beat Booker T 5-1. There's a shot toward the goal, and that one's wide and high. Take another look. Grant King, junior, 6'1", kicks it just wide. A lot of space back there behind the goal, and man, the keeper, he's still running. Oh, he's back now.
Mason's been doing a lot of running today, but behind the goal. Surprising to see they've only got, it looks like they've only got 1 soccer ball here today.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a tactic or not, but
usually that's why you go play keeper, because you don't have to run, right?
that's what some of them say, but I've been around a lot of programs where our goalkeeper's been one of the fitter players in our team.
Yeah. That was a near attempt by Booker T. It looked like it was James. Just couldn't decide if he wanted to kick it toward the goal or not. When he did, it was too late. And that'll be how this first half comes to an end. No score between Jinx and Booker T. And a half that was pretty much dominated by the Hornets in the Jinx end. Came close several times, Coach, but just couldn't get anything close enough to the net.
Yeah, that's one thing that Coach is going to address, I'm sure, with Booker T is you can have all the possession in the world, but if you're not going to test the goalkeeper and get yourselves countless ends of shots on goal, all the possession doesn't really count for much. So I think that's one thing that the Booker T coach should be mentioning to his boys is we've got to test this goalkeeper more.
All right, we're going to be joined by Coach Gonzalez. And, Coach, you got to be happy the way your team performed in that first half. They were on the attack.
Yeah, we're moving the ball forward. Still being a little bit simple.
All right, obviously we're having a little bit of an audio problem down there, but we appreciate the coach joining us. Coach, your thoughts on that first half for both teams?
Yeah, definitely coaches. You're looking at definitely being Coach Gonzalez. This team enjoyed more possession of the ball. Again, they've just got to test their keeper a little bit more, I think, with Jinx, understanding that they've come up against a really good defensive line today in Booker T, so how they're going to capitalize is they're going to have to build up the attack with a lot more players rather than try to play the long ball over the top and outrun a very athletic back line today of Booker T.
All right, it's halftime. No score between Jinx and Booker T. You're watching the Ford Game of the Week. It's game time on your view.
It's the one and only Ford Truck Month. The place to find one-of-a-kind deals on Ford F-Series, including Motor Trend's Truck of the Year, F-150. With best-in-class towing and torque, these bad boys make the rules and break them. That's why it's America's best-selling truck 41 years straight. But like ribs at a barbecue, these deals won't last long. Ford Truck Month. It's buy now time, partner. Now during Truck Month, get up to $11,000 in total savings on the 2018 F-150. Only at your Oklahoma Ford dealer today.
The Cox High School Hub has been your online source for live coverage of the Ford Game of the Week. Great photos and spectacular highlights. We've brought you the best in Oklahoma high school sports. Now the Hub has teamed up with YourView.com. Go to YourView.com/CoxHSHub and you'll find more live games from around the nation. More stories, photos, highlights, and more of the Ford Game of the Week. Catch it all at its new home on YourView.com. Brought to you by Ford, the best in Oklahoma.
Stop living with hair loss, that is. Losing your hair is no fun, and no one wants to be bald, but there is hope.
Getting my hair back was the best thing that ever happened to me.
I'm happy with the way I look now.
I'm very excited about my hair.
I feel beautiful.
I love my hair.
Hair Club offers all proven hair loss solutions backed by our commitment to satisfaction guarantee. If you're not 100% satisfied with the solution you choose, Hair Club will apply the purchase price to another proven hair loss solution or transplant more hair at no charge.
That was the best thing I've ever done.
It looks good on me.
Call in the next 5 minutes to get your free brochure at no obligation. It will tell you everything you need to know about your hair loss problem, and it's free if you call now.
I am more pleased than what I had even imagined.
I at least look, I would say, 5 years younger.
I'm 52, and I look better now than I did when I was in my 40s.
I feel great.
And that's not all. The first 100 people who call will also receive $250 off any hair loss solution from Hair Club. Call now.
Halftime on Game Time is brought to you by the Oklahoma Farm Bureau, the same Farm Bureau you've always trusted, now even better. Tune in each week as we bring you some of the best players in the nation all fall long.
We're back at S.E. Williams Stadium on the campus of Booker T. Washington High School. It's 0-0, our score at the half between the Hornets and the Jinx Trojans. Mike Ziegenhorn, David Critchley with you on this Thursday night. It's the Ford Game of the Week. And, Coach, man, a little bit different than the girls' game when it was 3-0 Jinx at the half. And this one dominated pretty much by Booker T. They played most of that half in the Jinx end.
Yeah, again, they've dominated in possession, but again, the scoreboard reads 0-0. You know, it only takes one opportunity from Jinx to get a lead and then defend tough for the rest of the game. So I would definitely say Booker T need to capitalize more on the possession that they've had in the first half.
Seems like they've been better able to control.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think a big part of that comes from the back line. All the defenders on the Booker T team are comfortable on the ball, they can switch the field, and that the more comfortable your defense is, the more space it gives you on midfield. So what the midfield for Booker T are finding out is they've got a lot of space when they pick it up, which is leading now at the end of the half to several shots, as we're seeing.
And it's just one of those deals, you get the sense Booker T's got the momentum rolling their direction. If they just get one little opening, they'll get the ball in the net.
Yeah, and I would feel like the next goal is going to come from Booker T, but it's soccer and you never know.
There you take a look at it. The shots, 4 for Booker T, just 1 for Jinx. 3 of those have been on goal. And then just 1 corner kick, that came from the Trojans. And again, a pretty clean game, only 2 fouls for each team.
Yeah, pretty clean. You know, everybody seems to be respectful of each other. I feel as though obviously the shots there, even though there's only been 1 shot from Jinx, you know, the 4 and 3 shots by Booker T needs to be probably doubled here in the second half.
All right, it's the Oklahoma Farm Bureau Insurance halftime show. You're watching the Ford Game of the Week.
It's Ford Truck Month at your Oklahoma Ford dealers. Our biggest sales event of the year. Now's the time to save on our full line of Ford trucks and Ford SUVs, America's most trusted brand. Save big on Escape, Edge, and Explorer, and the redesigned Expedition. A huge selection, the best offers. Now, current Ford owners get 0 for 60 plus $1,500 cash on Explorer when financed through Ford Credit. Hurry into your Oklahoma Ford dealer today.
The Cox High School Hub has been your online source for live coverage of the Ford Game of the Week. Great photos and spectacular highlights. We've brought you the best in Oklahoma high school sports. Now the Hub has teamed up with YourView.com. Go to YourView.com/CoxHSHub and you'll find more live games from around the nation. More stories, photos, highlights, and more of the Ford Game of the Week. Catch it all at its new home on YourView.com. Brought to you by Ford, the best in Oklahoma.
0-0 our score at the half. Booker T and Jinx. It's the Ford Game of the Week. Game time on your view. Hey, we've got more action for you next week. The Thursday Ford Game of the Week will be at the ORU Mabee Center. Quarterfinal round of the 5A Boys State Basketball Championship. 2 games in the afternoon, starting at 2 o'clock. And then we'll have 2 more games at night, starting at 7. Make sure you watch the Ford Game of the Week next Thursday, right here on your view. 2 and 7. Doubleheader for both. And it actually turns out to be channel 1333. It is the Ford Game of the Week. No score. Second half coming up right here.
Okay, it's Ford Truck Month, and here's how it works. You take F-150, Motor Trend's Truck of the Year, work in best-in-class towing and payload, sweeten up the offer, and boom. Look who just saved a stack of cash. Step on it, sport. Drive home America's best-selling truck 41 years straight. Ford Truck Month is here. It's buy now time, people. Now during Truck Month, get up to $11,000 in total savings on the 2018 F-150. Only at your Oklahoma Ford dealer today.
You're all set. I upgraded your internet and added the new panoramic Wi-Fi, so you'll have blazing fast speeds all over your house.
We'll see about that. Wi-Fi never reaches all the way up here.
No way it's fast down here.
Cool, right? You were right.
It's fast all over.
Yep.
Right?
Get a Wi-Fi experience that'll blow you away. Upgrade your internet for just $5 more a month. Ask about new panoramic Wi-Fi for wall-to-wall fast.
Well, it is a chilly night in Tulsa, Oklahoma. You see people wrapped up like we're in the middle of winter. How about that? All right, let's go down to Jinx coach, Eric Marshall. Coach, your thoughts on the first half?
Well, I think it was a pretty hard first match for both teams. I think for my team, we need to actually just kind of settle down a little bit. First half, we didn't have a whole lot of possession. Booker T did a very good job pressuring us. So second half, we just need to settle down, possess the ball, and do the things that we know that we can do successfully.
All right, appreciate it. Good luck second half, Coach.
Thank you so much.
All right, Eric Marshall, the first-year head coach at Jinx, and his team. And they do, David, need to be a little bit more aggressive, don't they?
I think so, yeah. I think they definitely need to put a little bit more pressure on the back line of Booker T, whether that's maybe a little bit of a tactical and formation change, and maybe put 2 players up top to help that. I think a key for success here for Jinx is to put more pressure on the back line of Booker T and try to steal the ball high up the field.
There you see Booker T in their home white. You want to tell us who the officials are? Can you read the screen?
It looks like it's Gabriel Castro, Salmi Nelson, and João Corbino.
There you go. How about that? That was better than I did. Good job.
I used to speak a couple of words of Portuguese, maybe. That was about it.
Well, we appreciate you joining us on this Thursday night. It is the Ford game of the week, March 1st. Spring sports are underway. Baseball started today and soccer. Of course, we'll have the basketball playoffs for you next Thursday during the day and evening at the Mabee Center. 5A boys quarterfinal action. And throughout the spring, we'll have other soccer and baseball matches, games on both sides of the state. So join us right here on Your View throughout the spring. As crazy as it's been, Coach, it'll be warm before we know it.
No, absolutely. I think it's actually not been a bad day for the first week of March. I've definitely remembered colder temperatures in the past before around this time.
Yeah, snow.
Yes, it might help that we're sitting in a nice warm booth, but they look to be pretty wrapped up outside.
You could, as bad as the weather's been this last week, and I don't mean terrible, it's just rained and been cold, but you could say March comes in like a lion and goes out like a lamb.
Yeah.
Good things are ahead for us. I think daylight saving time is this weekend too. That means you're going to lose an hour of sleep. You better catch up on that tomorrow.
I better
But you were talking earlier, you're going down to Dallas this weekend, right? For soccer?
Yeah, I'm heading down to Dallas. I'm taking a team down there for a showcase, so hopefully get some of the young girls in this city some college looks to continue with their soccer careers.
And the Hornets continue to attack. Max Pettit, number 11, and it's number 2, Grant King. Landeron, number 20. Looking toward the goal, and it's wide to the left.
Again, it's the right back of Booker T putting in that cross there, and there's no immediate pressure on him. I think that's an area that Jinx really needs to up their defending organisation and kind of put a little bit more pressure on him before he crosses that ball in.
Thing working it with Cameron McCurdy. The ball stolen. Cross toward the keeper, and Mason Lawrence picks it up on the shot by Grant King. And boy, that was a tough play because he had it skipped right in front of it.
Yeah, with what Booker T have asked of him today, he's actually done pretty clean in the goal. No spills or anything like that, so that's been impressive.
Here comes Jinx with their best opportunity of the night. And a cross right in front of the goal by Neng Qual.
Tough angle. Tough angle. I didn't know if he could play that across to his teammate, or we'll take a look here.
He got the advantage. Offensive players was there with him.
Yeah, I think he's trying to hook it in, and it's what we tell our forwards. Sometimes you've got to be selfish, but sometimes you maybe have to play the ball across as well, and hopefully someone runs into it.
That was Jinx's best opportunity in this game.
That goes to show how soccer is. Booker T's enjoyed all the possession here, but Jinx definitely had a clear cut shot there and could have been 1-0 up perhaps.
Trojans see if they can build on that momentum of their first opportunity on the night.
his head there on the turf, maybe.
Cameron McCurdy goes down hard. It's out of bounds to Booker T, and the Hornets throw it in. Zell Mendez gets it across field to Will Edwards. And the Hornets just able to stem the tide there and keep Jinx at bay. See why Edwards, who's a sophomore coach, is out there so much. I mean, he's all over the field, isn't he?
Yeah, he's hustling hard. He's trying to get obviously immediate pressure on the ball and trying to pick it up as quick as he can. He's definitely got a good work ethic about himself.
Jake's team has 8 seniors, 10 juniors, 2 sophomores, and a freshman on their roster.
Pretty experienced team.
Handball at midfield wasn't called, and cover anyway. Not sure what the whistle was for.
It looks like he's come back from an offside position as the balls came into him.
Okay.
That would be Zhao, the centre official.
Almost seems like there's 10 Hornet defenders back there, so Jinx can't get anywhere near the goal, doesn't it?
Yep.
Olanaran working his way across the turf.
He's done well tonight. He's kept the ball a lot and put in some good service into the box at the same time. He's had a good game so far.
If you missed our comment about him earlier, he's the last of 4 sons to have played soccer here at Booker T, your 4 brothers. They've had a Olanaran and a Jersey here at Booker T the last 14 years. He's started every match since he was a freshman too, so, and he's a junior.
Yeah, he's experienced in the position. He knows the position well, you can tell. There he is again, just nice and calm on the ball.
That's just awesome though, with the 4 brothers over a 15-year period. They've always had a son at school playing varsity soccer.
That's fantastic. I wonder if all of the rest of them started as well from their freshman year, maybe.
Jinx trying to set something up. Turn it over.
Again, these are the areas where Jinx needs to press really high. There's a lot of time on the ball for this back line of Booker T. Turn that one over pretty easy though.
Throw in for Pao Thang. And that one goes across the inline, so a goal kick for Jinx. Each team with just 1 shot here in the second half. There's definitely been more action near the middle part of the field than near each goal line.
Yeah, I think the way the second half has started is probably how we initially thought the first half of the game would start, and it's kind of just trying to figure each other out. Again, where's the space that we can utilize the most on both sides of the field? So that probably results in why there's just been 1 shot apiece so far going into 10 minutes. It's a pretty good throw now.
Gives Booker T a good position, or rather Jinx a good position. It was tipped out of bounds by the Hornets. And Across the end line. Is it going to be a corner kick?
Looks like so.
Looks like a corner kick for Jinx. They had the only corner kick in the first half.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like, I'm trying to see if it's going to be a left-footed or a right-footed player taking this. It's a perfect situation for a left footer.
Looks like it's Nang Kwal.
Yep, looks like he's going to bend this ball in with his left foot here, so this will be interesting to see what they do with it.
Hooks it toward the goal, and it's headed out. Edwards had it. Now shot toward the goal, and it's wide.
Oh, here comes the second ball we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, now that Booker T's down at this end, they threw a ball out there. So we don't want our keeper running after it.
Right. Keep him fresh.
A little more than 10 minutes here into the second half. 50 game. And a low kick is taken near midfield by Mendez. Stolen by Olanaron. He lost it. Back to Au of Jinx. It's out of bounds and Jinx will throw it in. Cameron Morris. Dangerous pass to throw it backwards. And went out of bounds.
Not quite sure. I don't think he saw the forward coming in there quick. His team under some pressure.
Mendez again. Well, he's on both sides of the field, coach, everywhere.
Yeah, he's been very organised defensively. I think the next key for him is now getting on the ball a little bit and trying to build up some attack with his team. I think both teams here the last 10 minutes have kind of overlooked their midfielders, like this example, and decided to go long, and it's a lot of pressure on the legs of those midfielders. A lot of ground to cover.
That one headed back to the keeper, Kareem Bahar, who boots it downfield, and we're going to have a foul against Jinx. The Hornets will line up for a free kick.
Looks like we're going to see him probably just clip one over the top of the Jinx defense here. By the way they're set up.
Olanaron floats it toward the goal. A bouncer toward the net, and it's wide to the left. Take another look. Again, another opportunity for Booker T.
Yeah, it looks like Mason had a good position there. Looks like he had his post covered and knew it was going wide and decided to leave it for the goal kick.
Yeah, showing that nice leg strength to get it down in. Out of bounds off the Hornets, so another Jinx throw in. He'll throw it in after it bounced off one of the Jinx defenders. Looking for the cross. No one there. Now another shot toward the goal, and that one's saved by Bahar.
Sometimes it's a bit of a downfall there. You saw that the Booker T defenders tried to dribble the ball out very calmly and it got intercepted that time. It's good pressure by Jinx.
Flip toward the net, and Lawrence is there again. So again, really, each team has only had one true opportunity to get a goal.
Yeah, I think that's probably come from, I've noticed in the second half, there's been a lot of turnovers. Not many teams have built up good possession of, when I say good possession, I mean, you know, at minimum 6-7 passes strung together before they decide to take a shot or maybe have a cross. And it's led, because there's so many turnovers, as we see, it's led to a lot of the ball being played in the middle of the field around the 50-yard line here. So I think both teams need to do a little bit of a better job right now just to try and keep some possession and build up an attack with numbers in the box so they can have a good established attack from it.
He's trying to control it in the box and near the end line, and it rolls out. Hagen Matlock couldn't control it. Mason Lawrence will have the goal kick again. Directing traffic from back there.
Not one of his cleaner kicks that he's had today so far.
And out of bounds off Booker T. Jinx throw in.
That's just the area where I'd like to have seen Jinx slow down and allow other players to get higher up the field before they decide to attack immediately. It's another forced turnover.
Now here come the Hornets with numbers. Nice defensive play that time by Aou for Jinx to kick it out of bounds. You take a look at it, Coach, and Oleneron just so quick to get it upfield.
Yeah, he's a tough boy. He went into that tackle, wanting the ball, and he came out obviously the stronger of the two there, and probably should have got rewarded with the ball back played into space for him.
Off Jinx again, so another Hornet throw in.
Looks like they're going for the long throw in here.
Isaac Bird threw it toward the middle of the field. The Hornets dash to the ball, and Booker T wins it. That'll get things spread out quick, won't it?
Absolutely, absolutely. Like I mentioned before, the 6 midfielders and centre midfielders for both teams, they are covering a lot of ground here today because of the ball going from one end to another. A lot of turnovers. I just, right now, might be proven wrong, but I don't see a ball over the top beating this Booker T back line. They're strong and they're organised, and they seem to be very composed back there as well.
Ball went out of bounds and rolled way down to the end of the stadium. So the keeper, Kareem Bahar, it into play, and Keegan Helms will throw it in for Jinx. I'm going to make him do it again because I think he ran up too far again.
I think so. Stealing them yards.
Oh, here comes Booker T, but broken up by Jinx. Foul on the Hornets. Take another look. Nate Ross Tried to pull down one of the offensive players, didn't he?
And these are always difficult areas for the free kick taker. It's far enough where he can probably shoot it here, but he's going to have to connect very cleanly if he wants to worry the goalkeeper. If not, he's probably best just chipping that ball over the back line of Booker T and seeing if somebody can run onto it. So it looks like, by the way they're set up, he's going to go for the shot.
Mizell the goal and went way to the right.
Yeah, he just didn't connect with it cleanly. It looked like he's tried to strike the ball through with his laces, and he's hit the ball a little bit too early, which has caused it to go way wide there.
You're watching the Ford Game of the Week. It's game time on your view. This is high school soccer. Booker T. Washington in white hosting Jinx. As the spring sports action is definitely underway. Regular season started today. A lot of teams, scrimmages and preseason action within the last week, and starting for good tonight and tomorrow night. Everybody will be playing their first games. Gets rolling for about 2 weeks, and then spring break hits.
I believe a lot of these high school programs try to keep the players accountable as possible by putting in some spring break fitness tests for them and making sure that as they've got maybe some time off school there, they continue to stay focused with the sport. Into an offside position a little bit too early.
And they were offsides, and I know a lot of the high school baseball teams, they go travel to Arizona and Florida and Alabama and go play in tournaments.
Yeah, I'm not too sure on the soccer side whether they do any traveling, but it's probably a great opportunity where, you know, maybe some of the college coaches have got some spare time as well, where they can get out and watch these young kids play and hopefully pick up some scholarships.
Ball leaks through, and Mason Lawrence comes out and picks it up. Throws it out to the right side to Pao Thang. Booker T with a little bit of advantage. Nice flip toward the goal for Hagan Matlock. Again, Booker T is just, they're keeping the pressure on.
They are.
So it'll be a throw in for the Hornets. Olaneron toward the goal, headed out by Jinx, and then another one picked up by the keeper Lawrence.
Good job by Lawrence there. Again, there's got to be more pressure from Jinx. They can't allow the outside backs to just save the balls into the box like that.
And out of bounds, and another Hornet throw-in. Again, another good opportunity for Booker T. Goes by the wayside. They're keeping the pressure on, though, this Jinx defense. And it's going to be a foul against Booker T. 3 fouls in this half against the Hornets. Out of bounds, Jinx, throw in Booker T. Olaneron will throw it in again. Flips it back. Grant King. Out of bounds again, off Jinx.
Seems like Booker T here have enjoyed the last 5 minutes attacking on their right-hand side a lot. I believe they probably feel like they can find some success there. Maybe a Olaneron putting it across maybe from an early position, but
Isaac Burden with the throw in toward the box, headed out. He ran over one of the Jinx players. Looked like it might have been Mendez, and Jinx trying to move quick, and the ref says, no, 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 come on.
stealing yards again.
Can't do that. Lawrence kicks it downfield.
Is a long time left in the game, but this wouldn't surprise me if it stayed at 0-0. Which, by the way, the first 25 minutes have gone here in the second half.
The 65-minute mark of this soccer game. They play 80, and then we may have to go to overtime. Just continues to control and dominate the possession.
Yeah.
But when they get close, they can't get an open shot or an open look at the goal. Staying with the 6A Trojans, Booker T in 5A. Definitely will be a force on the 5A scene this year in boys soccer.
Yes, absolutely. They've probably been the stronger team in my opinion today.
Pass ahead is just a little bit too wide from Pao Thang. Good looking thing, the senior defender. Hornets trying to set something up. What do we have, a substitution?
He's going to make it, bring it on at the, looks like an attacker for Jinx over there. Take my hats off to the Jinx forwards today. They've definitely run a lot of ground. Long balls over the top of Booker T. It's not looking like it's going to break them down today. They've seemed to be very organised, and you just saw them using the body well to protect the ball and just let it go out of bounds so they can keep possession.
There's the new forward who had checked in, number 4, Jin Lian. Minutes to go in regulation time. Jinx on the attack. And out of bounds off Booker T, so a Jinx throw in. Bounce by Kareem Bahar, so Jinx will throw it in Hornet territory. See, 11 minutes to go in this one, a 0-0 game between Jinx and Booker T.
like the last 3 minutes or so here, Jinx have had a little bit more possession and maybe close out the game a little bit of the stronger team. See how that goes.
Another Trojan throw in. And picked up by the keeper, Bahar. Here comes Olaniran. Jinx defense work a little bit, Coach.
Absolutely. Booker T do an excellent job, and then you get it right around the 18-yard box, and they just need to pull the trigger.
And a foul against Booker T. Five fouls in the second half against the Hornets, none against Jinx. Here's Jen Leon, and that's out of bounds. It'll be a Jinx throw-in. Nearing the 9-minute mark left in the game. Header toward the goal. Olaniran does a somersault. There's a shot toward the net. Jinx scores. How about that? Wow. Unbelievable. The shot from Pao Thang from about 30 yards out. Take another look. Left-footed toward the corner. Just over the outstretched arms of the keeper, Kareem Bahar.
That's a great strike.
Coach, you said it. One quick kick can change things, even though Booker T has pretty much dominated this game from the opening kick.
No, absolutely, and you know, ironically, they put a lot of pressure on just over there on the right flank and picked the ball up quickly and caught the keeper off guard, and that's the game of soccer for you. You know, all the possession in the world doesn't mean for anything if the ball doesn't go in the back of that net. Then that's definitely the most important statistic, and right now it's Jinx 1, Booker T 0.
So Jinx finds himself in a position that they probably wanted to be in, but the way the game was going, didn't think that they would be in with 8 minutes to go.
Yeah, now we're going to see, hopefully, I'm sure we're going to see Booker T change. You know, they're going to have to definitely attack quicker now and not enjoy as much, you know, established possession, but look to attack a lot quicker. And
Olaniran shot toward the goal. It bounces in. And the Hornets wanted a handball against Jinx, but nothing doing. Kick for Jinx. Mason Lawrence has to chase the ball around and take another look at it, and didn't see anything there, did you?
No,
everybody's always pointing at somebody, aren't they, in the goal?
Absolutely. I think it's the correct call that they made. And now you're going to see Jinx just try to kill as much as the clock as possible. Looks like one of the outfield players tried to take the goal kick and then run away.
Long kick by Lawrence. Puts it into the Hornet end, but Booker T comes down with it, much like it's out of bounds. Booker T will definitely hurry to throw it in. So Pao Thang with the goal at 71-04 of this match. As Jinx on top 1-0.
And you can see from Jinx, I mean, their highest players on the 25-yard line, so they are defending very compact together now, the last 6 minutes here.
Another high shot. And it'll be another goal kick for Mason Lawrence. Jinx again on the move. Goes out of bounds, and Olanaron will throw it in. So if you're Booker T, what's your strategy here, Coach, to get a goal?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Booker T started the game with a back four. They definitely don't need a back four anymore, considering Jinx is dropping off. So I think the plan of action should be for Booker T to either take a defender off or one of the defenders up top and, you know, try and go with 3 up top or even 4 up top to try and get a goal here in the last 5 minutes.
And then for Jinx, you just want to keep them away from anywhere close to your goal, right?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, and they've done, Jinx have, you know, hats off to Jinx's centre midfielders today. They've actually done a good job defensively, and I think what their plan here for the next 4.5 minutes almost is to just stay organised. Don't chase the ball if you don't need to, and make sure you're keeping the ball, you know, obviously in front of you so you can protect the goal.
Saw Eric Marshall looking for his first win at Jinx after a 10-year stint as an assistant coach at Union. Now Ethan Castee throws it in after taking about 45 seconds to run downfield and get the ball.
We're going to see that a lot here in the next 4 minutes.
Hey, why not? Take advantage of it.
Oh, absolutely. And on the flip reverse to that, it's very important that Booker T keep the ball in bounds here, because anytime it goes out of bounds, you're going to look to kill 30 seconds off the clock.
And we have a yellow card now against Jinx. Picked up by number 20. Second foul here against the Trojans in the second half. And with the yellow card, he's got to go to the sidelines.
Probably unnecessary as well. He's kind of put a little bit of pressure on his team here, because this ball's going to get put into the 18-yard box, and we never know what's going to happen here.
A lot of movement. Shot toward the goal, and it's headed away. And out of bounds off Jinx. Booker T throw-in.
Jinx have done an excellent job all night here with any long throws, just kind of getting rid of it and not getting broken.
Toward the goal, but headed wide to the right.
Out of trouble. He's getting double teamed as well.
Giselle Mendez. Kicked downfield by Cameron Morris. Kareem Bahar has to quickly get it upfield.
I didn't know he was close to his 18-yard line there, because I can't really see the 18-yard line too much.
Foul against Booker T. Before anybody can get set, Lawrence quickly upfield. And if you're Jinx, that's what you want. And another foul against Booker T.
Yeah, that was good vision by the goalie. Typically what they try to do there is kill the clock, but he saw his left back wide open, and played him the ball early, and now Jinx have got it on the 30-yard line.
Two minutes to go in this, so the pressure now on the Hornets. Get something going. They definitely had more opportunities throughout the game in the first 70 minutes, Coach, but just couldn't get anything near enough to the net to get a shot away.
No, absolutely. They definitely had more possession, probably had more opportunities on paper, but never really worried the goalkeeper tonight of Jinx. And like I mentioned before, all the possession in the world doesn't do anything for you if you don't put the ball in the back of the net.
Bounce off Jinx and another Hornet throw-in. Lanaron's been getting a workout tonight, hasn't he?
Absolutely. He's been up and down that right side. This is a chance if they break quick.
Quick downfield, final minute. Bounce off Jinx. Booker T quickly trying to get something in play. Again, booted out of bounds. Hornets in a big time hurry.
They got it back in quickly that time.
That'll probably do it. Final 10 seconds of this. I don't think Booker T will even get a chance to throw it in before the horn goes off.
No, probably not. It's going to be a game here.
And it is. Jinx comes to Booker T and sweeps in both boys and girls soccer. Girls win at 5-1. Boys take it 8-1, and Eric Marshall picks up the win off the foot of Pao Thang. The senior kicking it in from about 30 yards out. And a nice victory on the road for the Trojans. And really, Booker T doesn't have anything to hang their heads about. I mean, they lost the game, but Coach, they looked really good out there.
Yeah, for this early in the season, I mean, obviously the result's probably important, but I think the team played well today. It's pretty easy from the coaching standpoint that as long as they decide, as long as they work on obviously attacking in the final third, that goals are going to come for this group because it's a good group of players. But at the same time, hats off to Jinx today. They defended well as a group and got away with the great shot on the 30-yard line.
That was almost kind of the result of a quick turnover play that he turned it in and he was wide open. There was no defender in front of him, and he was able to get it right in the corner of the net, that right corner, and you see the big smile on his face and all kinds of slaps on the back from his teammates as they pick up the win in this season opener. And Coach Eric Marshall is now joining us. Coach, congratulations on the season opening win.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
How about the shot by Pao Thang from about 30 yards out?
Yes, that's one thing that we actually talked about at halftime, is actually taking a few shots from distance, and hopefully, thankfully, that one worked out for us. So, but yeah. We definitely played a better second half, had a little bit more possession, had a little bit more offensive threat going forward, and obviously the shot by Pao, they kind of sent us over, so we'll take that. Thank you.
You're happy with the way the team performed?
We still have some things to work on. I'm happy with the result, but all the game, definitely not what we quite wanted, but we'll take the second half.
All right, Coach, appreciate it. Good luck the rest of the season.
All right, thank you so much. You guys have a good evening.
Yes, Coach Eric Marshall, the head coach of the Jinx boys soccer team, as they pick up the win tonight and gets his first victory at Jinx. 1-0 the final over Booker T. And now the man with the goal, Pao Thang. Hey, congratulations. How about that shot? Tell me what was going on.
It was amazing, man. When I shoot it, I just didn't think of anything but just the goal, and I just shoot it, and it went right in. It was amazing. I was speechless. I didn't know what to say, what to do. I just ran towards my friends, and it was amazing.
And how about the fact that you guys, Booker T pretty much dominated you guys tonight. It just takes that one shot, and you get the win.
Uh-huh. Yes, that is very true. They dominated us, but that one shot, lucky shot.
All right, well, congratulations and good luck the rest of the year.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
All right. Pao Thang with the winning goal. It's 71-04. Jinx wins it 1-0. We'll take a break and come back and wrap this one up. You're watching the Ford Game of the Week on Your View.
It's the one and only Ford Truck Month, the place to find one-of-a-kind deals on Ford F-Series, including Motor Trend's Truck of the Year F-150. With best-in-class towing and torque, these bad boys make the rules and break them. That's why it's America's best-selling truck 41 years straight. But like ribs at a barbecue, these deals won't last long. Ford Truck Month. It's buy now time, partner. Now during Ford Truck Month, get up to $3,500 cash back on Ford Super Duty. Only at your Oklahoma Ford dealer today.
Dave, this is Jazz from Cox Business.
It's a pleasure, Dave. What do you do?
I wait.
You wait.
With slow internet, we were losing 40 hours a week waiting on page loads and cloud updates.
So I do all the waiting.
Really frees up the rest of the staff.
Well, with Cox Business, you can get fiber speeds up to 10 gigs. No more waiting.
Nice, Tom. Nice.
Dave, wait.
The Cox High School Hub has been your online source for live coverage of the Ford Game of the Week. Great photos and spectacular highlights. We've brought you the best in Oklahoma high school sports. Now the Hub has teamed up with YourView.com. Go to YourView.com/CoxHSHub and you'll find more live games from around the nation. More stories, photos, highlights, and more of the Ford Game of the Week. Catch it all at its new home on YourView.com. Brought to you by Ford, the best in Oklahoma.
If you have type 2 diabetes and use Invokana or Invokamet, you may be at increased risk of toe, leg, and foot amputations. Clinical trials show that patients taking Invokana or Invokamet are almost twice as likely to require an amputation. If you had or need a toe, leg, or foot amputation after taking Invokana or Invokamet, call the Gold Shield Group at 800-960-6351. We've helped thousands of people find legal help, and we can help you. 800-960-6351.
We're back at S.E. Williams Stadium on the campus of Booker T. Washington. Pao Thang obviously texting or Instagram or Twitter or doing something.
Snapchat.
Yeah.
One of the above.
Telling everybody, hey, we got the win tonight, and I kicked the game at winner. Yeah, maybe he's going back and looking at the replay on Your View.
Possibly. It was a fantastic goal, and it's definitely a way of looking at it.
Yeah. Wow. Congratulations to Jinx. They pick up the win. 1-0. Coach, some final thoughts as we look at the stats.
Yeah, and I mean, the statistics probably show the way the game went. Booker T probably the stronger team today, definitely in possession. Shots, obviously, and shots on goal, they outnumbered Jinx. But, you know, in this sport, it just takes one special shot and you get the team winning. And that was exactly what happened today with a great 35-yard strike.
Yeah, you can see that double the shots on goal for Booker T, but the one shot that counted for Jinx went in the back of the net.
Absolutely, then that's the most important statistic, is the one at the top, which reads 1-0 to Jinx. And again, at Booker T, you know, nothing to be ashamed of tonight. They played some great soccer, but, you know, Jinx definitely got away there with one at the end.
All right, David Critchley, nice job. Appreciate it. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Mike. Yeah. My pleasure.
Great to have you. Hey, don't forget, we've got more game action for you on Your View. Watch the replay of this one. Girls 7 p.m. Monday, then followed by the boys only on Your View. And then state high school basketball playoffs, the quarterfinals next Thursday. And we've got a quadruple header for you at the Mabee Center. 5A boys starting at 2. We'll have a game at 2 and probably right around 3:30 or 4. And then at 7 o'clock at 8:30 next Thursday night. If you can't make it out to the Mabee Center, be sure and join us right here. Game time on Your View. It's the Ford Game of the Week. For Mike Davis, David Critchley, and the rest of our crew, I'm Mike Ziegenhorn. Thanks a lot for joining us. We'll see you next time on Your View.